And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And hello, how are we doing this Sunday afternoon on a bank holiday over here in the UK? So that actually means we get Monday off. So no work tomorrow. So that is a reason to celebrate within itself. So let me get my Koppelberg and start the show off right, shall we? So cheers to you, Legends and Liquor. You know what the show is about. It's a community-driven show where we just hang out and talk some toys here on a Sunday morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And since we're still on like a sort of convention come down after San Diego and PowerCon, the news has trickled down a little bit. So not so much news today. So we've just got one group of 8 of regular faces and just a generic topic talking about some of our most anticipated for 2023, as we still have about 5 months to go. So what is the next thing you're excited about? What's that next thing that we're adding to our collection this year? Something that has already been confirmed, something that's already up for pre-order, something that we know we are getting in our grubby mitts by the end of the year. What is that item you are looking forward to? So that is the question we will be asking people today. Of course, it's Legends and Liquor, so I'll be asking them what their most anticipated legend is, but we like to open the forum here. I'm curious what else they are excited about, as there are tons of lines at the minute absolutely killing it. So that's the discussion today. That is the topic today. And the reason I was a tiny bit late is because I was actually updating the Duck leaderboard, which I'm sure people are eagerly anticipating to see. Remember, the last Legends of the Liquor of the year, we will be announcing a new champion. So will Jamie still be holding that crown? So far, there are 2 people joint first place, and none of them are Jamie. I'm sure he won't be happy about that, but we have 2 leaders of the Duck Race leaderboard, which I will be showing in a minute. But let me just go through the housekeeping. Let me just take a sip of my drink. Cheers to you. I've gone for strawberry and lime today. Strawberry and lime. They're still not sponsoring the show, very annoyingly. Right, what we got going on? There's the chat. I'll come up and say hello to you in a second, but first, Legends and Liquor is just a gimmick. You don't actually have to drink. Just bring... Let me do that again. Legends and Liquor is just a gimmick. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. Just bring your favourite drink and let's talk toys, collectibles, and whatever you want. Go and check out all the other long-form content on the channel. Dan Who Live with me and Rich every single Thursday, recapping the week that was in Marvel Legends. Today is the community-driven show for the channel members. The people showing love to the channel get to come on the channel. It's as simple as that. And then me and Tanner, Super Turk 5000 for Turtles and Tea. And Tom and Mark, Mini Plastic Multiverse for Joe's and Juice. Hopefully we have some new news coming soon after PulseCon for Joe's. And there is always Turtle news. Me and Tanner need to do like a special show sort of talking about that dio, that sort of street sewer dio, because I'm still on the fence, people. I don't want to support that absolute rip-off, but I do want it. I'm not going to lie to you. I know. Right. If you want to support the channel, any contribution over £4 or $4 Friday will actually read out your comment. That's right, it's crazy. What a crazy concept. But your comment will be read out loud by a robot called Friday on a Sunday. Try it out. Super Chats or Streamlab donation link in the description below. Both of them work exactly the same. It is forever appreciated. Thank you so much. Hit that join button. Again, lots of new tiers now. I will be sort of talking about them in a little bit more detail. Now I'm a bit more free. The schedule's freed up a bit. I can talk about the Who Crew Deluxe and the Super Producer tier, which will be kicking in any time now. And of course, the Duck Race. So let me see what the chat's saying. Let me say hello to the chat, and then I will give you an update on the Duck leaderboard. So let me scroll up. So right up top I can see Cloud, Christopher Allen, Instadan, Lady Mac, Jamie, Jelly Figs, Eddie Rodriguez, Damian Ristori, Pixels and Plastic, which is Big Will. I've added his YouTube link to the description of Legends and Liquor now. The same as Mark, the same as Jay. So please go and subscribe to Pixels and Plastic in the description below. Mikey Moonboots, I remember seeing his name when I was updating the leaderboard. It started with a click, Shelley. There she is, spoiler alert, but you may be seeing her name in a minute as well. Omar V, Mugwum, Mogwim, I can't say that name, I'm so sorry, but he says, evening, hope all is well. Lady Mac, Paul McCarthy, He says, hello all and kapow. Hope all is well with the Who crew community. Me too, my friend. I hope everybody is good. Again, it's a bank holiday here in the UK, so I'm hoping everybody is in a good mood. Okay, Mark Rose is also there. So is Alex06, Robert Thompson, Luston, Scotty C, Nathan, Rich M, there you go. Rich M, being the super producer that he is, has just put Pixels and Plastics YouTube into the chat. So I've now pinned that to the top of the chat. All right, so go and subscribe to Big Will, Pixels and Plastic. We all know that YouTube grind is a hard one, so go and show him some love, show him some Who Crew community love. And I also have a question at the top of the chat today. Quite simply says, is the best action figure of 2023 yet to be released? Now, hopefully that makes sense, but the answers are, yes, the best figure isn't out yet, assuming that the best figure of the year is still to be released. Or no, the best figure of 2023 is already here. Like, people are doing their halfway of the year top 10 lists. Will that top figure hold its spot by the time we get to the end of December? Or the third option, which seems to be the popular option, is what the hell are you talking about? Because I realised the question was a little bit wordy, and yeah, people have been clicking, what the hell are you on about? Which I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Rich says no, because Monet is out, of course. Monet is out. I don't know if you noticed. Shout out Adam Batman Moran. Hopefully he's catching this on the replay. But he has sent me an Aunt May. And I don't know if you spotted her, but that's right, people. Aunt May is now a herald of Galactus. There she is. She is standing on the surfboard. I don't know where Silver Surfer's gone. My display is an absolute mess. But yes, Adam Batman Moran, thank you so much. We had like an action figure, a Build-A-Figure swap meet in the Alanow YouTube, Instagram group. And Big Will, he had a good time. He got a lot of pieces he needed. So hopefully everyone's been swapping stuff around. And Big Will did send me another sort of glider for my Carnage Goblin. Now, technically, this isn't accurate. This is the Demo Goblin's glider, but this Goblin never came with a glider. So I feel like the Goblins all deserve a glider. So I'm using this as a temporary solution, and it sort of works. It looks fine. It looks better than him not being on a glider, right? So there you go. That's the one that came with Right Rabbit. Used to form a friend of the channel, if you will. But there you go. So there's so yeah, shout out to Will and shout out to Adam for sending me some pieces over. Much appreciated. People in the chat are saying Black Widow is already out and she is going to hold that top spot. Last year, the Legends top legend was Spiral. She was the first female since I've been doing YouTube to top a Marvel Legends year list. Is Black Widow going to continue that this year? Again, we've still got 5 months to go. Still lots of figures coming. Go and check out mine and Rich's stream on Thursday as we broke down every single Marvel Legend that is still to come this year that we know of. I'm sure there'll be a few surprises in there as well. There's something going on at the minute as well on Hasbro Pulse where they're releasing a picture. Have they released another picture yet? There was like 1 of 7. Has the second one came out? I should go and have a look, shouldn't I? I'll go and have a look in a minute, but let me update the leaderboard for people curious of the duck race. If you don't know what this is, then you're missing out on all the fun. But here we have it. This is season 2 of the duck race. We are about just under 10 races in now, and we have a joint first place. So as you can see, they're joint second due to the weird algorithm on Excel here. But it is California Red Devil, and it started with a Click Shelly, holding the fort with 2 wins each. They have both won 2 duck races in like 9 races. So that's pretty good odds. So California Red Devil, it started with his Click Shelly. They are the people to beat. But closely following them in 14 points is Dom, who is a friend of the channel. He's been on Legend of Liquor many times. Hopefully he notices he's there in 3rd place, joint with Instadan, who I don't think got many points at all in Season 1, but here he is with 14 points. And then Justin Collect has actually finished last in one of these races and had -3 points. But he has won and got enough points. He's climbed back up the leaderboard with 13 points, only 1 point behind Dom and Instadan. So yeah, Justin, if he didn't get those -3 points, he'd actually be on 16 points now. So like that's how the minus points starts to affect the leaderboard. And you'll notice the people that are in the yellow are the top 10 spots, and they are all going to continue. If you are in the yellow by the end of the year, you will qualify for that sort of championship race, all right? So we're in the big playoff league, if you will, for Season 2. So let's have a look at who else is here. Because, again, we've still got plenty of the year to go. We've got 5 months to go. Plenty of opportunity. I can see my name, Hugo, Kev, Kurt K, the Fossil, Big Will, Jamie. There's the current champ, Jamie, right there. Where is he? There he is. Here's our current champ. He's got 4 points. But a win today would shoot him right up to 3rd place. So, like, it's still anyone's game, people. Still anyone's game. There's JC Hesh, Logan, Tac, Mikey Moonboots, Rich M with 4 points, Tom with 4 points. Again, a win today would shoot them up to 3rd place. There's Chica Monkey, Kiara, and Damien. Remember, they were fighting for the championship last year alongside Jamie, and they've both got points on the board. It's all about having points on the board. Lady Mac, Northern Nomad, Trevor, there's Adam Batman around again. And then, unfortunately, some of these have got minuses. So, sorry, Stu, sorry, Mark, sorry, Frank, sorry, Raiho, sorry, Paul and Adam. But you're on the minuses. So if you start getting some points to climb out, again, at one point, where is he? Justin had -3 points, and now he is there with 1 win and a 3rd and a 2nd place, I think, boosted him all the way up to where he is. So there you go, people. Very serious competitiveness. I'm surprised that Sky Sports or ESPN haven't picked up this duck racing league so far, because it is captivating the community of all. So yeah, duck race. Make sure you stick around for the end of the stream. To be a part of it, you just have to be here live at the end of the stream. And the new rules are, if you super chat during the stream, you get an extra duck, all right? Which I think has worked for California Red Devil in the past, which is where he is now, all right? So big prize for the winner of whoever the champion is. Jamie went and brought like a hot toy, a 1/6 scale action figure. I don't think it was a hot toy, it was like a sideshow. But my point is, Jamie got an epic prize for winning. So that's the sort of scale we're playing for here, all right? So it's for good stuff, I promise you, all right? I make it worth your while. Okay, so there's the duck race leaderboard. I told you I'd update it. There it is. Hopefully you're seeing your name, but still plenty of opportunity to get your name added to that, all right? But there you go. You want to be in the yellow. You want to be in the yellow to qualify at the end of the year. If you're in the yellow by the last Legend of Liquor of the year, you're in the championship race, all right? Right, where am I going? Let's go to the YouTube real quick. Make sure you please go and check out all the videos on the channel at the moment. The West Coast Avengers. Basically, I'm just reviewing Rich's toys at this point, so Rich knows I love him. Thank you very much. West Coast Avengers box set. The Shield 2-pack, which literally I had a news video, and then the next 2 days later, I had the figures in hand reviewing them, which is crazy, but that's UK distribution for you. Sometimes it works to our advantage. Smythe and Peter Parker as well. Great set. That Peter Parker is up there in one of my favourite figures, not just of the year, but full stop period. That's how much of a nostalgic attachment it has for me. I do want it on the retro card, but I don't see that happening unless they give us like an exclusive version of Peter Parker on the retro card, but he's wearing his white and green like stripe polo shirt. Imagine if that's what they give us on the retro card. Come on, Hasbro. That's just money. You're printing money right there. You give us this Peter Parker with a salmon shirt on the VHS box, and then you give us the polo shirt on the retro card. Come on, that's what we want, right? That's what we want. So hopefully Dan Yoon is breakdancing in a boardroom somewhere to try and make that happen. But yeah, lots of reviews on the channel. Go and check that out. So once again, we've just got one big group today, so I'm just going to go through my pickups and then I'll get group 1 in here. But the group today is going to be Mark, Tom, Adam, Cloud, Jamie, Will, Alexi, and Rush. And if there are other people that pop up while we're live here, I'll try and do some trades and swaps in. But again, it's a quiet week. We've got people at AEW, so I think Tanner and Jay, who are at AEW right now at Wembley Arena, they have sent a little message to the Who Crew community. So hopefully, I haven't got my headphones on, but hopefully this plays for you. Let me know in the chat if you can hear this. But this is a message from a couple of members of the Who Crew community over at AEW right now, Wembley Arena.
Hello there, Legends and Liquor. It's James Toy Collection UK here live from Wembley Stadium. How are you all doing? Sorry I've missed the show, but I think I might have a special guest. It's Tanner!
What's up, everybody? Up here for AEW today, all in 83,000 people in the stadium. We're going to have a lot of fun. Shame we're missing the show today, but yeah, we'll be joining with 83,000 people going nuts.
We'll see you on the replay. Too sweet.
Pow, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? So it's always fun when you get to see people in the community interact in real life. We will be doing a big meetup at MCM Comic-Con in London and at the end of October. So if you are in the UK and you're going to MCM Comic-Con, we're trying to make Saturday like a big meetup, all right? So me and Rich are going to be there. It's actually going to be the first time me and Rich have met each other in person. I bet he hates me in real life, but we shall find out in October. Yeah, big MCM meetup in London on, I don't know what the date is. Someone has to tell me the date in the chat because I still need to book my tickets and stuff. But it's going to happen. I'm going to be there. Even if I don't get tickets, I'll stand outside the venue and shake hands with people. I don't know. But we'll make it happen. But did you hear it? Tanner's tiny, bless him, says Will. Yeah, Tanner's not a problem at all. But it's fun to see the community together. I'm assuming you've heard them, yeah? Is everything good? Cool. All right, sound. Right, let's do some pickups, right? Let's do some pickups. So my pickups, what have I got here? So G.I. Joe distribution is a little bit all over the place at the minute in the UK, but I do have a couple of deluxe figures I'm yet to open. So we've had Snow Job for a while. Who doesn't like a Snow Job? Snow Job is here in hand. How did they get away with that name, by the way? But it's legit. There he is, Snow Job in deluxe format, and the same for Tripwire, who comes with his little rat accessory. I can't remember the rat's name. It has got a name, but I can't pronounce it. But there you go. 2 deluxe G.I. Joe figures. Probably won't review on the channel, to be honest, at this point. But I am very happy to add to our Joes, as the Joes section on my shelf is definitely a little bit lackluster compared to the Cobra, especially with a Hiss tank coming and all the army builders we have. So happy to add some new unique Joe characters to the display as always. And just staying on Joes for a second, you know I love my retro cards on display. I don't know if I've ever shown you this wall. Have you ever seen this wall with all my retro cards? Probably not. I probably should show it off more, shouldn't I? But I do love getting the display cases. Just makes the item feel a little bit more premium and collectible. So I've done exactly that with my G.I. Joe cards. Now the G.I. Joe cards are pretty bad card stock, to be honest. They're very floppy. No one likes floppiness, do they? Let's be honest. So I've put them in these protector cases. These are from Star Action figures. They cost a couple of quid, but they just instantly make these feel more premium and more collectible. So I'm just gonna get I'm not gonna go crazy with these. Just gonna get like characters that I like. So of course I've got Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. So good guy, bad guy here. But these two look very nice. You can't even hear me now, can you? Does that affect the mic? I'm sure it does. But these two look really, really nice. So I've got obviously the Cobra Commander, the Mickey Mouse version is coming with the Hiss tank, which I think is going to go for crazy money on the aftermarket for anyone who missed out with the Cobra with the Hiss tank. So obviously I've got a couple more of these. I've got Deathstroke, I've got Baroness, and we know we're going to get Scarlet and also Duke. So I will just pick up these as they come, but I'm not going to get everyone here. I'm not like, I'm on the back here. Who we got? Like the Crimson Guard. I don't need the Crimson Guard on Retro Card or anything like that. Just like the A-list tier characters on these. But these are from Star Action figures. They scale perfectly, and because the card stock on these are terrible, then definitely get them in these boxes, and it just instantly makes the item more premium. So there you go. Beautiful. What else have I got here? So now when I say the word premium, I don't really think of McFarlane. No offense. Like, McFarlane is, I wouldn't say controversial, but there's a spectrum, isn't there, of people's like for McFarlane. You either love it, you hate it, or you're somewhere on that spectrum where you like some items, because some of them are not bad. Like, I've got a couple of the big guys, and I think these are really good. They're like, yes, the articulation's not great, but as character representations on the shelf, some of them are really nice, right? So, of course, I keep telling people I'd love DC to have a Marvel Legends equivalent. You know, like a decent 6-inch scale with lots of articulation accessories. We don't really get that. Now, Alexi will tell me otherwise, as he will obviously say Mafex. Yes, absolutely. And Mafex are world building, much more than we all expected them to be. So, obviously, Mafex are killing it with the DC stuff. But just at a cheaper price point, I just wanted to get a Batman and Robin of more of a classic era. And I've been talking about it on the channel, and I managed to find it in stock at retail. So, I didn't want to pass it up because I've seen it go for like triple on eBay. So, I've gone for Batman and Robin. Now, again, I don't go crazy with DC, but I would like to have a little DC setup with some classic looks. And I'm still waiting for them to give us a Justice League. God knows when that will happen. But I got Batman and Robin. Now, this is the gold label Robin, Dick Grayson. So, you know, we love showing off our Dick on the channel. So there we go. There's a Dick for everyone to look at. Amanda's, by the way, in earshot in the other room. So she can hear me talking about blowjobs and Dick. She's very confused what's happening right now. And then Batman as well, who looks really nice. People are saying this is potentially the best McFarlane Batman they've given us. And I definitely prefer this to the cel-shaded one that came out at San Diego. So, yeah, I'm tempted to just build out a little, like, classic-looking shelf. Again, I don't need them to be crazy articulated. As long as they represent the looks from the characters that I have in my brain, then I'm happy. But there you go. Classic Dick, says Rich. Yes, absolutely. These two go together, right? I'm not, like, making this up. Like, these two look a bit golden age. They look like they will match. I know this is technically, this is Nightfall. No, this isn't Nightfall, is it? Or maybe it is. Is this Hush? I can't remember which version of Batman it is, but I do like the colour palette, and I think these two go together well. So there you go. There you go. These two, I got that. So yeah, I don't go crazy. But this one's going for like triple the price on eBay, by the way. So if you see this at retail and you're thinking about it, don't hesitate. This is really hard to get, which is crazy from McFarlane. But clearly they have their audience. What else arrived this week? So NECA pre-orders have started to come in as well. So the Turtles are here. I now have all 3 of these Turtle 3 packs. All of mine were from San Diego, so I actually have all 3 of the box sets, all the VHSs, which I'm very happy with. And these do look very good. Like, we all know the movie's shit, let's be honest, but I still have a little bit of a nostalgic attachment to it because of the Samurai Turtles and stuff. I was a kid when it came out, so they were just turtles in samurai outfits to me. So I'm happy to have them in the collection. They look really, really nice. I do need to open it though, check for QC, because I've seen some horror stories online. But from just looking in the box, they look really, really nice. So there you go. So there's that. But of course, I didn't just get that, did I? Where is he? I got Kino. Now, we know we're getting a single release Kino with a boxing, like the training sort of Kino, where he comes with a boxing bag and a hefty foot soldier. So is this version ever going to get a single release? I know a lot of people that held off on getting this because obviously they packed it in with loads of nonsense people didn't want. But they have came out and said that this may be the only way to get this version of Kino. So there you go. I'm glad I got it. I paid too much for it. Yes, absolutely. But NECA seem to have a crazy markup at the minute. But there you go. So there's that. The box of crap is upstairs. I didn't even bother with. I ordered like an extra large t-shirt. Doesn't even fit me. And I also got Greta. This is like the 3rd Greta I've got now for my little gremlins. I think I'm all in on the Ultimate Gremlins. I just need to find a place to display them. Like, I just need more space in my life. Collector's worst nightmare. But Greta looks good. Is that the word you call for Greta? She looks like she does in the movie. I don't know if good's the right word for it. She looks terrifying, to be completely honest. But there you go. There's Greta. Again, it's an exclusive, so it's that one opportunity to get it if you miss it. So FOMO plays a big part in this stuff. And then what else? Rita's arrived a little bit slow in the UK, but I do think all of the remastered stuff is slowly coming out this week or within the first couple of weeks of September. So I'm all in on all the remastered Power Rangers because then that's it. Then the Lightning Collection is going on hiatus. It's going on ice. It's going away. They're archiving it. So there's like a start and end point for Lightning Collection at this point, isn't there? So get all the remastered stuff, and then you can actually build a display and not have to worry about saving space for more figures because this is going to be it for the foreseeable future. So yeah, so the remastered Power Rangers are coming. They're probably going to be front and center in the display, but this Rita seems like the ultimate Rita. This is the Rita Repulsor everyone's wanted. Now she's here. And also, one more. The saga is over, people. The saga is over. So let me just explain. So everyone knows Super 7. Again, like McFarlane, some people love them, some people hate them. But you cannot deny the nostalgic attachment you have to the Super 7 Turtles. Now, I was buying them, but waiting for them to go on sale because eventually these do all go on sale, right? Because I like the product, I really do. I just think it's too pricey, like so do a lot of people. That's why they always end up on sale. So I held out on a lot of these at pre-order, and I've been buying them on sale. But then out of nowhere, B&M in the UK. Now B&M in the UK is the US equivalent of like an Ollie's. It's just a cheap, or Ross. It's like a cheap store that doesn't particularly just sell toys, it sells lots of nonsense. But you don't really get collectible stuff, you don't really get high-end stuff. It's a lot of stuff aimed at kids and cheap stuff. So when these started to appear in B&M in the UK, people's minds were blown because they were 70% off. They were £20 in the UK, considering they're usually £50, which is a much more appealing price point for the collector. So these are being ripped off the shelves at B&M. Like for the last couple of weeks, the UK guys have been going all over the place. I went to 5 B&M myself trying to find some and track some down. But the only ones I couldn't track down were Ray Fillet, or however he says his name, and the Mouses were never there either. And they were the last 2 I needed to complete like the first 4 waves of the Turtles. The other ones I've already got, apart from the Glow in Dark stuff. And then Comic and Cocktails in the UK. Shout out Comic and Cocktails, Natalie and Jeff. They came to the rescue and they price matched B&M. So you didn't have to get in your car. You didn't have to waste hours driving around trying to track these things down because they're just in sporadic places. They priced matched B&M, helped out the collector, fill those gaps. So I saved myself petrol money and managed to get Ray Fillet. Here he is, who's a hefty bastard, by the way. And he also comes with a goldfish that's like a suicide bomber. Like, it's a goldfish with like dynamite tied to him, and then he's got like the trigger right there. So this is like a suicide bomber goldfish, which I was never clearly paying that much attention to, but he looks really good. He's got a bit of weight to him as well. And then I got the mouses because for £20, why the hell not? You can spread them around the display, which I now need to create. But yeah, thank you very much to Comic and Cocktails for price matching B&M and helping out the UK community and filling those gaps. So yeah, so if anything, the lesson is learnt, and these things are meant to be made to order, so I don't understand how this happened, but all they have done is taught us that don't buy Super 7 at full price. And I've just seen a spider on my wall and I need to kill it. Where is it? All right, it needs to die, people. I'm just saying, I'm live on YouTube. I don't want this falling on my head while I'm streaming, all right? So the slipper's coming out. You just can witness this death. I don't care. Don't come in my collection room. Oh my god, that thing was beastie. Ugh. That was creepy. Imagine that on my face during the stream. No thank you. R.I.P. Spider. Fuck you, Spider. No sympathy from me. You come in my collection room, you're a dead man. Dead man. Right, Spider's dead. Good. God, good. R.I.P. for the spider in the chat. Right. It's gone, by the way. It's dead. Long gone, mate. Long gone. You're out of here. I'm giving me the creeps. Right. If you are joining me today, please send me a fresh DM. That's my pickups out of the way. By the way, that's like 3 weeks worth of pickups. I didn't get them all yesterday. That's just been piling up on the floor. And I didn't really want to talk about them on a Thursday because that's more Legends related. And the only Legends I've been talking about are Rich's Legends that he sends me. But there you go. So, right. If you are joining me today, please send me a fresh DM. And hopefully my link's already set up, ready to go. I just need to get on Instagram and send the link to people. Yeah, R.I.P. Dan just missed out on his opportunity to become Spider-Man. I don't know if he was radioactive. That's the problem. There was a story online recently of a kid, like a little kid, let some like really poisonous spider bite him because he thought it would give him superpowers, and he like got really ill and stuff like. So don't do that, people. You cannot risk it. Rich says, I hope Peter weren't subscribers at the super producer tier. Look, that was a home intruder, to be completely honest. He was an invited guest in my home. I don't know what his intentions were. Like, he's a dead man. Do you know what I mean? Like, how would you treat anything? Like, you're a dead man. Dead man. He knows what he's doing. Spiders are clever. Right, Jay says, what is your opinion about the price of the sewer layer? Oh, it's a controversial one, isn't it? The price of the sewer layer is a joke. It's a freaking joke for what it is. Absolutely. No defending NECA, no justification from my end. It's a joke. Joke of a price. The problem is, though, I want it, right? It's like a dream item for me to have a tune accurate sewer layer. So do I hold strong and be like, no, fuck you, NECA, I'm not paying this price? Or does FOMO get me? Now, I'm a weak man. But I don't want to. So I haven't pre-ordered it currently, but I don't agree with it. But I don't know. It's very frustrating. The whole situation is very, very frustrating. I know that third party, I can't remember their name, but they're coming to the rescue. But yeah, I don't like it. Let me get Instagram up and get these people in here. Amanda's, I think she's moving out of the bedroom. She's fed up with me talking. But that's what happens. Talking about dicks killing spiders. Alright. Fresh DMs going out to people. Okay, so just one big group today. So hopefully this isn't a 4-hour show today. We shall find out. But we should be good. Fresh DMs going out to the crew. What? Just waiting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. We had 8, but then Adam Batman Moran dropped out. So there is a space. If you are in the members club and you want to come on right now, we do have a space. Let me get my headphones on, ready to go. Right, in the green room today, Is a fresh crate of Copperberg? Not really. I drank it all. I'm sorry about that. The green room is never fully replenished with snacks and beverages. All I can do is apologise for that. I'm a terrible host. The spider was just in the green room, so the shoddy conditions is probably due to him. He went in there and ransacked the place. Raham Toys. Raham Toys? I can't even pronounce the bloody name, can I? Idiot. But yes, they are coming to the rescue for the community. Their 3D digital render looks great, by the way, with the actual like side bit, with the ladders going up to the top, the sewer hole. That is the type of stuff we wanted, isn't it? So yeah, theirs looks great, to be completely honest. And Jay's Toy Collection UK, like Damien says, has got his own sort of quick fix. Right, let me get these guys in here. Hello, accept all. I'll give them a second to pile in. They're piling in. I'll give them a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and before they come in, Doom Customs. Thank you so much. Traveling home. Sorry, can't join today. We'll catch you on the replay. You rock, Dan. No, you rock, Doom Customs. Happy birthday, by the way. I know it's your birthday weekend. You were out celebrating with friends and family. Happy birthday, my friend. And wow, thank you so much for always supporting the channel. Insane. Keeping the lights on in the Dan Who household. Thank you so much. And talking about good people, I've got a whole room full of good people right here. Where are they? Let me press a button. There they are. And Big Will's, he will appear in a second. Right, let me go around the room and see how everyone's doing. Right, up top, Alexi, your boy's got toys. How you doing?
Yo, testing. Can you hear me?
We can. How's
Can
the
you
move?
see me?
We can. How's the move going?
Oh man, it's good. I'm actually here. We have our his and hers gaming set up.
Very nice. Oh, look at that.
There you go. Look at you looking at yourself. And then I got an empty detolf over my shoulder right there that we have to find a place for, and still going strong.
Oh, it looks great, my friend. What's the missus playing? What's your girl's got Legos playing?
We play Destiny 2.
Okay, nice.
It's a first-person shooter / RPG style looter. Yeah, it's kind of like the people that made Halo made it.
Oh, okay, fair play. Right, across
Halo, good Halo, not the new Halo.
I was never an Xbox guy myself, so like I was never played Halo. My friends played Halo, but
it's on both. You can get Destiny on PlayStation.
No, I was talking about Halo. You couldn't get Halo on PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. All right,
only on Xbox.
Next up, Jamie. The crown is still on, my friend. Did you see the leaderboard? Are you getting scared?
No, because I was at the bottom of the leaderboard for a long time.
You were, to be fair.
So I'm not worried.
Where was it? Where I can get it back up. Let me get rid
Hello
of
there, Legends and Liquor.
Jay.
It's
No,
James
Jay,
Toy Collection UK here live from Wembley Stadium.
Fucking hell, Jay. That's my bad. Pressing buttons. No, you'll be fine, Jamie. You'll be fine. You could win a race today and you're straight up there. You're still in it. Big Will, sit still.
Ashaholic donated
Thank you
$6
so much.
Canadian dollars and 99 cents. Avoid the Magneto helmet. It's an overpriced piece of thin plastic.
Wow, okay. Avoid. This is a public service warning for everybody. Ashaholic says, avoid the Magneto helmet. It's an overpriced piece of plastic. Now, to be fair, I probably have a lot of overpriced pieces of plastic in my house. I'm not going to lie. So it's never stopped me before. But I have no intentions of buying any roleplay items. Big Will, sit still. Bloody hell. Right. I bet he's going to pop in a minute. I bet you all move around again. All right? Test before we come on, people. All right, etiquette. Thank you very much. Right, thank you very much, Ashaholic, for that public. I'm assuming you got it and you're not happy with it, which is sad times. Right, where were we? Right, Rush, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. Decided to take yesterday off, so actually a 2-day weekend, and I actually feel rested for once.
Nice, very nice. It's a bank holiday for us in the UK as well, so we're. I'm assuming everyone in the UK is off tomorrow.
What's the holiday?
Just random bank holiday. We just get a Monday off every now and then.
Just fuck it, we want a day off.
It's just called a bank holiday. I don't know what the reason is. Does anyone in the UK give a better reason into why we get the Monday off? No one knows. No one is going to challenge when the government say, here, you can have Monday off. No one's going to go, hang on a minute, I want a solid reason why. We will just shut the fuck up and take it off. No, not complaining on that one. Tom, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Dan.
All good. I'm just checking the
Been
background.
a tiring day, so I'm glad to be here.
I'm checking the background to see what's new there. Usually you give us a little hint to what you've got in the background there. Still on a Motu hype, it seems.
Yeah, I'm still on a night too.
All right, cool.
No nachos, thank you.
Basically, we were having a chat in the Adenau group earlier. I still think this is my public service warning. If you have any good bones in your body, right, don't eat nachos at the cinema. You're in a confined space with no windows. Don't get the most smelliest snack on the planet. It's just inconsiderate, right? And that's it. That's all I'll say on the matter. Cloud, how are you doing?
I'm good. I brought friends with me.
Oh, you've got some new toys to show off. Right, we'll get to you. I'm sure you're not the only one as well today, because I know someone else is broke because of Cosmic Legions. Right, is Big Will coming?
Doing the Lord's work.
Let me check my Instagram just in case Big Will's telling me something. For some reason, my camera is not getting picked up. I did a test from beforehand. Will, if you can hear me, you can join as just a voice if you want to. Like you can still get involved. Just turn the camera off and come on as a voice. You can be a voice in our head. It's absolutely fine. Come on,
So I have a reason for the bank holiday. Apparently, it was so that we could enjoy the summer.
The summer? We haven't had a summer in the UK.
Exactly. That's the reason for an August bank holiday. Because of the summer.
The UK have not had a summer this year. I've had my heated blanket on. Like it is
Let's
freezing.
move to Europe, babe.
Honestly, let's not start this debate. I'm jealous of the weather you get. You are always like, oh, it's too hot. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? You just want to come to England.
I'm jealous of your healthcare.
Alexi, remember, they don't have AC over there.
I mean, we don't have AC in the Bay Area.
Look, we just open a window if it gets too hot. The problem is it never gets too hot, so our window's always closed. That's why nachos are disgusting. Smell up the house. Right. I like the Team UK versus Team USA layout. Oh, I didn't do that intentionally, but it has seemed to work out like that. I could mix it up. Does anyone want to change allegiance? There you go. Let's hear an American accent from you, Mark.
Hi, everybody, it's me. sorry, everyone.
You fit straight in.
Lexi, I apologise.
Right, he's going back. He didn't pass the test. You're back.
Fantastic.
Back in the UK. Right, let's go up to let's stay with Mark then. Let's start with some pickups, people. Nice and easy.
Pickups, okay, Dan. Right, well, kicking things off, Dan, one of the things I wanted to show off, I know I showed this off on the previous Legends NECA, but I didn't open it, so I opened it now. This is the amazing Yamaguchi Reveltech Spider-Man 2.0. My God, this figure is amazing. The poses you can get this figure into. I never had a Reveltech figure before, so I was curious to see what it was like. Got it from Emporium McCool, and it's amazing. It poses well even in a vanilla pose, like it looks good in a vanilla pose, but yeah, really, really good. So if anyone happens to be able to get it, it's sold out in a lot of places in the UK, but if anyone is able to see it in the US or here, don't hesitate. I'd say pick it up. It's amazing. Then on another tip, I'm just going to show off a custom that I've done, Dan, and everyone, and that is of a G.I. Joe character. It's Stalker, but it's I'm going to do a video on my channel. It's a G.I. Joe character called Jammer. So going to do a video on that. And I'll have a new diorama to display that character in. And then finally, got this from Props and Replicas. Jada Street Fighter toy figures. So I've got Ryu.
Where'd you get him from?
Props and Replicas, Dan.
Oh, okay.
So what it was, Props and Replicas. Ryu, because I know Tom got his Ryu ages ago. I don't know if you got.
He gets special treatment for. He gets special treatment from Props and Replicas.
Yeah.
How long you had it?
I've got it from Props and Replicas.
Yeah. How long you had it for? Weeks, though, at this point, right?
But I think the thing is that if you'd ordered Ryu on his own, then it would have come earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I bundled mine with my desk. Like I had Ryu and Fei Long ordered together, but I said to Curtis when I paid for my Mezco Destro, can you bundle Ryu in with the same order? So that's why I got them earlier.
Very nice. They are in stock right now on Amazon UK as well for like next day delivery. So it's very frustrating because I've got a pre-order with Star Action figures, which I haven't said anything about them yet. So I'm still waiting to even get my hands on them for the first time. When it's annoying when I know I could just order them on Amazon, but I can't be asked to go through the rigmarole of email and Star Action figures cancelling. Like it's just too much of a pain. So because Yeah, again, another reason why we like pools and places like that is you can just cancel without having to deal with anyone. But with Star Action, it's an independent store. I don't really like cancelling pre-orders, so I'll have to be patient, wait a little bit longer. But while we're still on Mark, let me just jump to Mark's channel. So please go and subscribe to Mark. Again, we're on the verge to getting to Mark to 1K. So he's past the halfway mark. So he is on.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah, he's on the home stretch. So I'll post his link in the chat. And you've been posting more videos of your customs, like you said, because that's where that's what your community presence has started with. It was Mark Tap like customs, wasn't it? Essentially.
That's right, Dan. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah. So and it's some part of the hobby that I love doing. So and Little Leaf Creation. Shout out to Pete. One day ages ago, he asked me, "How do you do this? How do you do the custom stuff?" I thought, Pete, I'll show you. I'll do you a video. And everyone. So I did exactly that. So if anyone wants to know how to do customizing, you can have a look at my. I used Rock and Roll, G.I. Joe Classified Rock and Roll as a base body, but I did all the steps. And you can always ask me. I'm very approachable. So if anyone is unsure and starts doing it or just wants to know, hit me up. But yeah, that's me, Dan.
Yeah, always breaking the news as well. So please go and subscribe to Mark. And he does it all off his phone, which is mind blowing to me. Like I can't even make a reel on my phone. Like it stresses me out. Like without my PC, I feel powerless. So the fact that you run a YouTube channel off your phone is very impressive. So bravo, my friend. But yeah, link.
Thank you, Dan. Thank
link
you.
in the description. Right, let's go across to Alexi then. Alexi, what you been buying?
Yeah. I got a couple things, not nearly as big as my call out to Thirsty for Chicken last episode. But I got in my loose collector figures. I got Rich M's Halloween costume. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I think it's really cool. Vampirella speaks for itself. It speaks for itself on why I picked it up. And then I actually wasn't going to, but Just J Hernandez posted a while back some in-hand shots because those are all the rage now. And I was like, okay, yeah, I feel like I'm being manipulated, but I guess I have to pick that up.
That's what people do.
Yeah. And then I got the Red Sonja, which is actually the one that I was looking forward to the most. And you.
She looks good. She's the one I want.
Yeah. She actually moves a lot better than I expected her to. She comes with this big ass axe, and she also has boobs. Yeah, best part, I know.
What's she girl's got Lego think of the booby action figures? She should just think you're a big pervert.
She knows. Okay. I mean, she knows I'm a big pervert. So
that's fair.
Yeah,
not exposing yourself then.
Yeah. These are like the AI version of Amanda into an action figure.
Nice.
If you've ever done that. Yeah. You just type in a little prompt and show them a picture, and then these all pop out.
That's the Selfie series cheat code I've not seen yet, clearly.
Yeah. It's pretty great. We live in a great time to be alive. Other than that, no, I just got those two pickups. And then I have a couple of the figures from my last pickup that I'm probably going to open and play around with. A couple Marvel Legends that I haven't really got time to. I finally opened up the NECA Sinjabot and the Mirage Ultimate Foot Ninja figure. The accessories on the Ultimate Foot Ninja are fantastic. They're still not doing chest articulation in those figures, which is kind of weird to me, but he's got a double ball at the neck, or like a double joint at the neck, so he can like move around where he needs to. But those two are great figures. I played around with them the other night.
People are saying those Sinjas are pretty good as well. Like they're saying like some of the best articulation from a NECA figure.
The Sinjas have a diaphragm, like a ball at the diaphragm. So they have a tornado waist and then a ball at the diaphragm. So he can move around like that. But I don't know why they didn't do that on the Ultimate Foot figure. I like them both. The Sinja has way less accessories, but it also has that diaphragm cut, and the scaling is a little off, but I think they're cool. Definitely endorsed for pickup for sure if you're a Last Ronin or a Mirage fan.
I don't think they've appeared in the UK at any of our regular retailers. I think if we wanted them in the UK, we'd have to go Ali, but I don't even think we've seen any Ali. Has anyone, like Tom, have you noticed any around? The Sinjas, the NECA Sinjas?
I think they were on Ali for a bit because Tanner got some.
Yeah, and then Tanner's...
I had them in my basket and then decided to dodge that away.
Yeah, Tanner's... I think they're some of the orders that Tanner got lost in the mail. Like that never actually arrived to his house.
Oh, that big order.
Yeah, annoyingly. So I haven't genuinely seen many people in the UK with them, which is frustrating. But they do look good.
So was that whole mishap on Uncle Ollie, or was that because of your guys' post?
It's on our delivery service. There's a delivery service in the UK called Every. Is it called
Every?
Every? And they're
Every,
just like, they're the ones you want to avoid. If your post comes through them, like, you're like, oh shit, like, it's like 50-50, you're going to actually get it. Like, it's not good. It's not good. I don't know. So I don't think it's on Ali. I just think it's the delivery service when it arrives to the UK. Annoyingly.
What is that for us, Cloud? Is that like UPS, the worst carrier that we have? Because I think post office is actually pretty good.
No, the post office is fine. I don't really have issues with UPS here. Sometimes I have problems with FedEx, and then there's always an issue with DHL. It could go either way, but if something's coming USPS, it's safe to say it'll get there, no problem.
With international, I've always got stuff through USPS, and then also I think Mike Hex has been using UPS recently, which has been pretty good as well, to be fair. So
if I order something UPS, I expect the box to be beat to shit, and if I order something from FedEx, I have to expect it not to ever show up. I've had them. I've had them say that they lost or couldn't find our house before, and we lived in a cul-de-sac, which is just a circle.
Yeah.
So, and they're like, "Yeah, I couldn't find it, so we skipped it." And I was like, "We're right here."
I've had people say that I've not in as well. Go on, Rush.
Yeah, I think one of the worst delivery service here is whenever like UPS or FedEx transfers the delivery to the local USPS. That's when a lot of things get lost for me. So is when one service transfers it to the local post office. So yeah, that's horrible there.
The most frustrating thing is when you're in all day, like genuinely waiting for a parcel, like that is the reason you are home, and then you get an alert saying, we attempted delivery and you weren't in. And you're like, fuck off. I was sitting by the door all day. You did not come anywhere near my house. That's what frustrates the shit out of me. And that's happened many times.
There is always somebody home here, 100% of the time. My wife doesn't work. She's always home. Or Ron is home, or I'm home, and we have the doorbell camera.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, we couldn't, nobody was home, and I checked the camera, I'm like, fuck off, nobody showed up.
Yeah.
It's just them driving by.
Very.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually had it with every last Christmas time when we were doing the Secret Santa, and I sent the thing to you.
Yeah.
And because the postman were on strike, the only way I could send it to you was by every, and it disappeared on the tracking for like 3 or 4 days. And I asked my every driver, what do you think's happened to it? And he said, it's probably been nicked because, stuff's getting nicked all the time.
And that's them telling you that directly. The guy who works there's like, yeah, someone probably nicked it. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, nonsense. It did arrive safe, by the way. I did get it.
Yeah, it did turn up.
It's upstairs. It's a very nice custom. All right, cool. Let's go down to Jamie then. Jamie, right, you've been waiting for this moment. The reason you're not at AEW today, right now, with Tanner and Jay, is because you decided to put your money elsewhere.
Let's start with probably my least favourite of the three that I've got, which is the engineer.
So she's like the female army builder, trooper.
An army builder, yeah. Less paint. It's pretty much, I think they were like $25 when they were sold.
I mean, I paid $40 all in all for her.
Yeah.
Which wasn't too bad.
I think that's standard now, to be fair. That's a good price for them now, yeah.
Oh, this one is incredible.
Yeah.
Borga.
Big gun.
Yeah.
It's just, until you get it in hand, the pictures don't do her justice. And then probably my favourite figure of the year so far, spoiler alert, Ziri. It's just incredible.
So you've gone for the Rich M technique. You went for all the female figures.
Well, I started that. But it lasted all of 2 minutes.
Okay.
Because I ordered Slog off of Uncle Ali.
Oh, wow. So
he's not here yet. I also ordered a Bray Wyatt because obviously what happened as well.
Of course, yeah, no. Sad as I said, shocking news for the wrestling community with the Bray Wyatt situation. 36 years old. My age, I'm 36. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking crazy. No, wait, I'm 35. I was 88. Am I 35? I don't know how old I am, people. You stop counting at a certain age, don't you? I think I'm
35.
I think I'm 35. Okay, all right.
I'm 41.
Similar age. I was close. I don't care anymore.
I'm hoping for some more Legions by the end of the week. It's my birthday on Saturday, so.
It is indeed, yes. So, yeah, no, I've been showing mine off. I've yet to open them yet because I'm thinking I might do a review or just like a one video on them or something like that. So,
you should done, yeah.
So, but they look great, and I'm not surprised that once you get one, Jamie, you start creeping in. But hard to get in the UK. That's why you've had to go to AliExpress. Like they're not in stock in the UK anywhere. Not one. Like,
well, I found all of those free on eBay.
Exactly.
They were pretty much the same price as Emporium of Cool. So, and they were free delivery, so managed to get them for a little bit less.
There is some stores, there is some places on eBay that don't have a store name. They've just got loads of numbers, but they've got loads of good stock. And I always get very hesitant of like, who the fuck is this? Do you know, like, but it's like good feedback, but like because the username is just numbers and they've got no logo or anything, you do get a little bit like, do I really want to buy this really pricey collectible off some nobody name? I don't know, it's freaky, but glad to see everything alright.
You can get your money back.
Yeah, of course it's just that hesitation, isn't it? But no, I'm glad to see you're enjoying them, and lots of new figures on the way as well. They've revealed that next wave, so it's a line where I think you can pick and choose from. I don't think you need to buy everything. You can just buy the ones you like and create your own little display setup.
Definitely.
Yeah, so.
And they go well with the Doctor Who stuff. I mean,
of course
2 inches bigger, but they're all aliens.
It makes sense. It can make sense for sure. I love that. I love when you can cross over your lines on a display. That's what it's all about. That's why I love the 1/6 scale, 1/12 scale. Sorry. All right, let's go across to Rush then. Rush, you been buying anything?
Actually, I've been buying a lot lately.
Oh wow! Okay, let's go. Show us.
I've got some things to show off. Yay! CoverGirl's husband.
Okay.
Transformer Brawn.
Okay. Is that G1 from the movie?
Yeah, G1. Some things that you'll enjoy, Dan. First off, Miss Elisa Maza.
She does look very
and then,
nice.
To me, what is the toy of the year for me is the Armor Xanatos. This thing is just absolutely amazing. I'm already calling this my toy figure of the year. Yeah, and luckily these fold up.
Oh, so you can you don't have you can save some space on the shelf.
Yes, but I've got space, so I don't mind that.
That's true.
Last thing, a little too big to show on screen. Don't worry, it's not croquet.
There he is. Hasn't left.
I sent you a picture down on Instagram if you can pull it up.
Okay, give me a second.
A lot of people have been tracking this, so I just wanted to give a confirmation on something.
All right, you're gonna have to give me a second. Instagram's crap on the web.
No problem. I got a couple of big boys.
Oh, okay. I see what they are now. Okay. I can show them off. One sec. Okay, you're gonna have to explain this to us in the UK because we don't know what these
are. Yeah, these are 12-foot skeletons that will be going outside for my Halloween display. So yeah, these ran me up a pretty penny and was a good challenge to try and get home. But yeah, I was posting up because these have been out for 3 years. They sell out every year. And because most stores usually only get maybe
where did you? I seen the
picture.
I seen your picture on Instagram of like the big like pallet load of them. What store is that in the US?
Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and again, they sell out every year because they get so few. And I ran to a store and they had 40 of them.
So fresh pallet essentially.
Yeah, and it's like, so I thought about it all day, then I finally went and got them last night. So yeah, I've got 2 of them. So yeah, these were $300.
Can someone get me a picture of these set up so I can show, because us in the UK ain't gonna have a clue what these are. Obviously we can imagine a 12-foot skeleton, but I would like to see what they look like complete.
I'll try and find a picture and send it to you. So
yes, I'll show it off on the screen.
Yeah, so those were my pickups. So
the boxes, again, just to give some context, go and check out Rush's Instagram. The boxes are literally pallets. Like I couldn't fit them in my car. Like you wouldn't put them in the boot, you wouldn't put them in the back seat. Like they're massive.
A single box is just roughly 4 feet by 2 feet by 4 feet.
Yeah, it's massive. Yeah,
and 90 pounds each.
Yeah, that wouldn't fit in my car. How did you get them home? 2 of them as well.
Use something that I can test to at this time.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, find me a picture and I'll show it off on the stream because it's in the UK. We like Halloween in the UK. Don't get me wrong. It's just that we don't. I'd love to see more extravagant displays and stuff, but it doesn't really happen that often. Every now and then you'll get one house that goes all out, but it's few and far in between. But yeah, impressive. All right, cool. That's an interesting pickup. I doubt anyone else can match that for scale, for sure. Let's go down to Tom then. So Tom, what you've been buying? As you said earlier, the Motu phase has continued, but you must be approaching the finishing line there, surely.
I'm approaching, I've got everything I want at the moment. There's a slight trickle because we're a bit behind the US in terms of what's coming in. But my favourite Motu Origins pickup at the moment is this guy. Just because
he looks crazy.
He's got hair.
He looks like Cousin It with an electric shock or something. Static shock.
But he's cool.
Wake up in the morning.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It doesn't look like me because I don't have enough hair. So. But that's why I'm enjoying it so much. I got
Just put it on your head for a sec. Can you use it as a toupee?
It's a bit small. It gives me a thing.
Maybe you look like Ronaldo in the 90s.
I got the Ramen Toys head for the. I don't know if it's gonna.
More head. No, I've seen pictures of these from PowerCon. Like they are a massive improvement from.
It's definitely much better.
So that's the Super 7 figure as well, or the Mattel?
No, that's the Mattel.
Yeah. So he did a head for both, didn't he? The Super 7 and Mattel.
But they're basically it's the same head.
Oh, okay, just different head pegs or something. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's cool. Shout out to Mike Hex who got me this. This is the New Adventures He-Man. I've actually put a different head on it, but
is that from a different cartoon?
It's an exclusive in the US, and it's pretty much impossible to get.
Never seen it in my life.
Nice. So it's got the wrong head on it, but it's cool, and it's good of Mike to help me out. So I appreciate that. And then this guy, which I haven't opened yet.
Who's that? Who's that shirt again? Sorry, I didn't see who it was.
That is Rick Flash.
Okay, is it like a deluxe?
He's a deluxe, but I'm going to strip him down, and then you kind of get the classic look with him, which is more like that.
Very nice.
And then I haven't opened it yet, but I think Rich showed his up. I didn't quite see it.
So is that Motherboard? Yeah, she's massive. Yeah. She's like 1/6
She's massive, yeah. So I've got to find somewhere to put.
She does look good though, and Mattel do a great job with the packaging as well. Always, to be fair.
But in the Motu groups in the UK, you see a lot of stuff shipped from Mattel Creations seems to disappear, but they ship it in these boxes, and it says Mattel Creations all over it. It's like a drum roll as box opens, and it's like, man, you're just pretty advertising there's something good inside this box. So clearly that those are going to get nicked.
My Cody Rhodes hasn't even technically. I checked my tracking; it hasn't even shipped, but it's arrived. It's here in my hand. But according to my account, it's unfulfilled. So I might email them and go, "Oh, where's my Cody Rhodes?" Even though it's already here. Just to see what they respond to. And also, I got charged for my Steven Spielberg as well. But again, that says unfulfilled as well. But I've been charged at the start, don't you? So I'm thinking, and I've seen a few people started to get it. So I'm thinking, is that just going to?
What happened with my motherboard was that it charged when I ordered it,
and then disappeared, right?
And then the charge disappeared. Yeah. I didn't notice, and then I got charged for it again.
And did it get?
And I was like, "What?" I thought I had that. I didn't, because you put it back.
Exactly what happened with me, right? So Steven Spielberg charged when I pre-ordered. The charge was there on my card for a while. Then it just vanished, and I was like, "Hey!" So I'm checking my account, making sure it's still in my order history. It was, and then literally a couple of days ago, this is why I mention it. I got a charge of something by some name that I didn't recognise. And I was like, what the hell is that? I thought my card had been done for fraud or something. I started to panic. I Googled what the card was, and it was associated with Mattel Creations. And I was like, hey? So I'm like, wow, confused. But that's exactly what happened to me as well. You get charged, it disappears, and then it comes back. That's what's making me think it's shipped. So did you get that?
It's annoying. It is annoying, because I think the same's happened with my Fangor. He's been charged, and then I haven't checked, but I've seen they just...
Yeah, so you assumed in your head you've paid for it, but then you get... The money comes back in and goes out again, yeah. So did that... I'm curious now. So when that motherboard charge came back in, how long until it arrived in your hand?
Well, I got a shipping notice at that point when I noticed it, so it was around the same time that it shipped.
I don't know what's going on with Mattel Creations. Not had any shipping notices, but something's turned up, something hasn't turned up. Very confused. Hopefully they don't use every, and I'll be okay.
They seem to come in with Royal Mail.
I don't know.
But the tracking system is a weird tracking system. It's not like a standard courier tracking system.
I've only gotten one thing from Mattel Creations, and it took forever to get here. It was the
Batmobile, wasn't it?
The Batmobile, yeah.
which I think was like they've changed their delivery system for the UK anyway since then. Because back then it was like you paid in dollars and you got charged a lot of shipping, and now you get a flat rate like £8 or £9 shipping.
Yeah, it's went up. The shipping went up.
Charge it all in pounds as well, don't they?
At least she got it. At least she's arrived safe. She looks very impressive. She looks good.
So other than that, I've got my Phalong's coming, who's modelling, and my new Gambit.
I was going to say, he's got Gambit. Yeah, actually, he looks good.
Until Gambit comes in, he's modelling the game.
So who made that?
That is
Maxford.
It's not one of the regular ones, but it's one that I've used quite a few times, and they do good stuff. But I'll post it in the chat in a minute because I can't remember.
I thought it was the Mafex when you first held it up, but then I realised it's got the purple on the inside, right? Or the colour on the inside.
Yeah, it's got the on the inside.
Yeah.
It's a nice code.
It looks good.
And I've got Chun-Li as well, who I haven't opened.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
He's on Amazon UK.
All of them are in stock on Amazon UK right now. It's really frustrating because we've all pre-ordered with independents, but the independents haven't said a word apart from props and replicas. Have started to ship them out, but yeah. So I haven't got one Street Fighter figure in hand yet. Not a clue.
According to Whole Shebang, they're getting a shipment in September. So
yeah, I reckon Star Action figures will be September too. She looks good though, Tom. She looks good. Definitely. Probably.
Last thing, and this isn't action figures.
Okay.
I don't think the US guys remember this, but do any of the UK guys remember these?
I remember those, yeah.
Oh.
Sort of rings a bell.
Cool.
Sort of unlocks something in my brain.
So they were like, I think they were like late 80s, early 90s top trumps cards, Marvel, and I think they're from they take the images from the Marvel handbook.
I was going to say that's maybe why I recognise the images.
Handbook images in around really checked.
I think that's why I recognise the images from the Marvel handbook because I don't remember having the cards, but I remember the handbook.
They're just, and I've got. I think other than my best friend at primary school's Secret Wars figures, they're kind of like my first big Marvel memory. So, I thought my parents still had them somewhere, but they didn't. So I've kind of been looking for a while to pick them up on eBay, but they're not super cheap.
One second, hold that thought, Tom. California Red Devil with a super chat.
California Red Devil donated $4.99.
Thank you very much.
My duck wins a race in the intro. Do I get points for those? If not, can you give me a duck named Alexi this week? Let's confuse everyone. BWAHAHA.
Brahahaha, he says. California Red Devil, thank you so much for the super chat, first and foremost. He says, my duck wins a race in the intro every week. Do I get points for those? If not, give me a duck named Alexi this week. Let's confuse everyone. Brahahaha. Yes, let me make a note of that. California Red Devil gets a duck called Alexi. Okay, taking a note of that. And you do, yeah, you're lucky. I highlight you in the intro of all my shows. Your duck race just happened to be the duck race that was in the show. You're now forever in the history embedded in the intro. So there you go. Congratulations, California Red Devil. And yes, you will get an extra duck. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. And Man City came from behind. Man U came from behind to win 3-2 yesterday. So bet you're happy about that too. Anyway, back to Tom. Yeah, I had the handbook, but I don't remember the cards. Were they expensive on the aftermarket?
They were about 35 quid a pack. So.
That's okay, considering they're like 30 years old.
Okay, considering how old they are.
Yeah, and they're in good condition
too. I mean, the Super Villains is pretty minty. The Heroes one is a bit ragged. It's not too bad.
You reminded me.
I quite like the idea of framing them all up and like having them all in a mount.
I have no doubt you'll do something fun with them. When you said Secret Wars is there, then do you reckon Hasbro? I know it's Mattel. Will Hasbro ever do a card that's similar to the Secret Wars stuff? Do you think?
Well, I was thinking they've got that Mattel partnership with Mattel now, so I'm wondering whether they can.
Exactly, it's just a card. It's just they could just do something. It can just be a tribute to it, just a blue card back. I reckon it'd be fun to see.
That'd be amazing, Dan.
Yeah, that would be fun to see.
I feel they would have done that.
Come on, Rush.
Rambo, Doom 2-pack would have been a great chance to do that since that's pretty much their Secret Wars pack.
Yeah, agreed.
But that was before they had to deal with Mattel, so that doesn't necessarily rule it out.
So 2024, potentially, maybe, especially with like the MCU actually wanting to do Secret Wars too. Like that name, Secret Wars, is going to be in the pop culture zeitgeist. Like it would be a good time to put them out. I'd like to see it on the blue card backs. I remember those Mattel figures back in the day too. As a kid, you don't really care that they're Mattel or Hasbro. You don't know anything, or NECA or whatever it may be. But you, as an adult, it would be nice to have them. Right, I've just took a note of that California Red Devil super chat, and also before we go to Cloud, let me just go back to these pictures that Rush has just sent me of this giant skeleton. Where can I go? Right there. Let's go to this. So it's a massive skeleton.
Oh, whoa.
It's like it's stupidly big. Have you got room? You've brought 2 of them. So what's the plan outside the house? Like pillars of your house?
There'll be one on both sides of the house.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll keep them up year round and just stretch a banner out for each holiday.
You're gonna lean them.
He's got no. There's a photo, Tom. There's a photo here he sent me of like 2 guys. They're on like a little podium thing. It's like a metal frame type thing.
Yeah.
So
peeking in your kid's window.
Mike also said.
Oh, I have that planned.
Mike said he sent me a link to one. He said he sent me a video to one.
Yeah, the Home Depot website has a advertisement video for them. So.
Okay, I can only show it off.
Yeah, again, I've been wanting these for like 3 years, so I caved in.
Yeah, they look impressive. They look like you're definitely gonna go turn heads on the street. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm the type of person like me and Amanda always forget Halloween comes around, and like we panic and we're like, shit, turn all the lights off, close it, because we didn't buy sweets or anything. We got nothing for the kids. We're like hiding in our house, hoping no one rings the doorbell because we've got nothing. But we live in like a nice street, so like we get families coming up and shit. It was just like me and Ted hiding behind the sofa going, pretend we're not in. Always feel very bad. But they look impressive for sure.
When it comes to Halloween, my house is the house in the neighborhood to come to, so I had to add to it.
Yeah, well, as I said, it's the American culture, isn't it? I wish we did it more in the UK, but unfortunately not. Well, let me close that so I don't get done. But yeah,
I've actually got a brand new neighbor that's now trying to challenge me with my holiday decorations, and you'll say they're not winning. So
I can consider it, accept the challenge. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Is that not a Christmas film?
There is a Christmas film, ain't there? Yeah. All right, let's go to Cloud then. Cloud, be careful. Is that the box from Hellraiser? I'd be very careful with that.
They're friends of mine. It's okay.
Like, I'm just saying, like, Hellraiser's got freaky shit. Like, be careful what you do in that box.
Oh, one of my favorite movies.
If Pinhead pops up somewhere because I killed a spider, I'm not going to be happy.
Like I said, they're friends of mine.
I'll ring you if he appears. Shitting out, yeah. Freaky shit.
So, most recently, I got from our friend Rob Pollock. He got an extra of the Lego blind box Wolverine, so he sent me one of those.
Spoiler alert, people, all right? But Rob Pollock, shout out Rob Pollock, he's a good guy. I may also have a blue furry creature on the way to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, that was the one
Dan's
he was
got a blue
looking
furry.
for. And he was like, oh, I got a second whoop. And I sent him one of the legs for Chode. So I guess this was his way of thanking me. He sent this back.
Community love, that's all good.
Exactly. I do have more Cosmic Legions. I have this big guy, Kragnar, with the 4 arms.
He looks beefy as well.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, beefy. Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
So they're in a prison.
Yeah.
He actually, I believe, was like an architect on his home planet of Corvum. They're all fighting for different reasons, but the characters I have, including him, I also have Vorga. You guys have seen Ziri, and then I have both versions of Oleg Thygar.
Which is better? Which is better? I want to get one of them. Which one?
I like the armored one a lot more. He's got like a big dome helmet.
That's why I like him.
He also has one that's more like Iron Man, like it's fit over his head that I really like. But I figured I'd get both of them. This one's cool. His head's a little different. It's like he's evolving. It's later in the story. But I specifically only wanted to get the Gravering faction, and that's like the group that they form to kind of survive in the prison. They call it Gravering. So I got any of the characters that were in that faction. I'm tempted to get so many more, but I want to go all in on the new wave, so I'm trying to be good.
When's Wave 2 in that due? Is that due before the end of the year, or is it next year?
Yes. Grave Knight is, they said definitely before. Provided nothing comes up, they should be shipping before Legions Con in November.
Is that the guy? Is that got the? I want the alien. Do you know the one that actually looks like just a generic grey alien?
I thought you said you had him.
Is he in that wave?
He is. Yes. Ias Cypidian. He's Gravering, so I'll be getting him, but he is in that wave.
Okay.
So they're wrapping up production, last I heard. So hopefully we'll get a ship date in the near future. And then right behind that should be the Mythic Legions Poxus wave. That's one with like all the sorcerers, the wizards and stuff in it. So it's going to be like a 1-2 punch on my bank account for those.
Yeah, 4 horsemen.
The last, and Rob just messaged me. The last one I got is from PowerCon, their exclusive Demistros. He has they'll release him later, but he's got like a clear green head and then hands. I have one of the hands on there. They're going to release him later without the green parts, but it was more like I didn't want to wait, so I had a friend at the con pick one up for me. He's got the wired cape and it's all tattered on the bottom.
He looks like a solid big bad. Like he could be.
And that's the idea with him. He's technically not a Mythic Legions figure. They wanted to do a, iconic villain type character, something that could fit into He-Man or Mythic Legions or anything like that. And I think they nailed it. He's really cool. He's got a lot of very nice paint apps on him. It's a very weathered, almost patina look to his armor. And like I showed, the cape and the skirt cloth goods are all like ripped on the bottom. So he's awesome. He looks good. Probably one of my favorites.
He does look good.
I don't think I have anything. I have a new sister. My brother got married last Monday. So that's a pickup.
That's a pickup. You pick up to the family. It counts. If Rush can pick up a human with Kurt K one week, then I guess you can add a family member.
So we'll add family members.
The technical term is human trafficking.
There you
Come
go.
on.
No. But I think that's it.
Alexi, is it your missus shouting at the game that I'm hearing constantly in the headphones? Is that who it is?
She's one of those people that if she can't hear herself talking, then she must not be talking.
Okay.
She's constantly yelling. Like, yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure I'm not going crazy. I'm like, who's that shouting?
No, I heard it.
Yeah. I keep trying to mute. Every time she flares up, I try to mute it.
That's all right. Let me just jump to the chat real quick because I think Curtis gave us a good little tidbit. Hang on, let me jump to my screen for a sec. That's easier to do that. Let me get rid of that. Where's the chat? There it is. Right. Curtis said that Secret Wars 40th anniversary is next year. So, and like Tom says, that Mattel and Hasbro sort of handshake has happened now. So maybe they do love anniversaries as well. All it takes is a bit of blue card. Mattel just have to give the approval on a card design that looks like theirs and get a bit of royalties from it. Like, it's a no-brainer for me. So, yeah, but thank you, Curtis, for that. And, thank you to everyone who's still in the chat. Okay, so...
Mike Hex, yes, I did have the soft goods in mind. It was picked up directly from the convention, so they made sure it was in there.
And Tom has also posted, this is where you got the Gambit coat from. Can I click that link? Would it work? I'm clicking the link. Let's try it out. Here it is. So this is where you got your Gambit coat from, right? And you said you used them a few times.
Yeah, he's got tons of stuff on there for all kinds of figures.
There you go.
Are they UK based?
No, they're Hong Kong.
Yeah, it says Hong Kong. Cool. Looks good. If you like a lot of DC, some Marvel there as well. Looking very nice. There you go. Give it a check. Tom's put the link into the chat. People, hide 1234 on eBay for some custom soft goods. You've seen how good that Gambit jacket look on Fei Long. So do your own little upgrades. Always nice. Tom is known for it. Right. Okay. So the main topic for today. Again, it's a slow news week. We're still on that sort of post convention sort of slump before we get back into the toy news. So nice and easy today. It's just like what's been announced that you're actually looking forward to. Now, the show's called Legends and Liquor, so I would like you to throw in a legend in there as well. But I understand they're not the thing that's exciting everybody at the minute. So, of course, the world is your oyster. Pick whatever you want, but just something that we know is coming. So not a fantasy pick, something that we know has been revealed or has gone up for pre-order, that you know you're going to have in your hands by the end of the year, and it's something that you're looking forward to add into the collection. So your most anticipated of the year, essentially, for the rest of the year. Again, 5 months. It's going to come around quick. Like, September's going to be over, then we're in October, then Halloween's here, then it's Thanksgiving, then it's Christmas, then it's the new year, then we're in 2024. It's going to come around very, very, very quickly. The chat in the poll, it's 43% saying that the best action figure of the 2023 isn't out yet. So I'm curious what the chat think the best figure is going to be, or are they just hoping the best figure is yet to be announced? But it's a short window for something to be announced and released. So I would assume everything coming out this year we sort of know of. Maybe. There's still obviously a few little tidbits, but we shall see. So let's go up top with Mark, because I know Mark's got some picks for us.
Sure do, Dan.
Yeah, so I'll go to your email, Mark, and you set it up for the people. What are you excited for that's going to be released at some point this year? We hope.
So, this year, talking of this year, I think what I'm most excited for is 2 G.I. Joe classified releases. One is the Grunt, and the other is the Steel Core 2-pack. Really excited for those. Just wanted some Joe builders, army builders, and it seems like we've got some, so really excited for that. That's the Steel Core.
Yeah, we've seen Grunt in people's hand. Like Grunt, people have got that already. So he comes with the army builder head as well. The only frustrating thing about Grunt, and I don't mean to put you off the 27 that you've probably already ordered, but they all say Grunt. They all say his name on him.
Well, I've thought about that, Dan.
Okay.
I've got a little. I thought about that. That bothered me at first as well, and then I thought, I thought for Star Wars gave me inspiration.
Okay.
You can have clone troopers in Star Wars. In my lore, in my display, they're all clones of the original Grunt.
Okay.
So that's why he's not got 27 brothers or anything like that. They're all clones.
Just a big family.
The
mum was clearly very busy for a short period in a time. But okay, cool.
Yeah.
Should be exhausted by the end of the year with 27 brothers, similar age.
So that's what I'm most excited from G.I.
Okay,
Joe.
so we know these are coming out, but your next sort of pick you hope are coming out, but they may get relayed.
So initially Wave 1 was meant to be coming out at the end of this year, but this is not Wave 1. This is Wave 2.
Okay,
but they've been pushed back. So the guys, Alexi, Rush, and Cloud may know about these. These are called Operation Monster Force. They're Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. Well, at the minute. So what it is, they're kind of like military 1/12 scale figures, but mixed with monster kind of aesthetic or
that's like a Joe with a mummy face.
Yeah, so this is essentially this is based off the Invisible Man. This is one of their most recent releases. So this guy is this guy's an assassin who, his grandfather or something was the original Invisible Man, and he got the formula to turn invisible like the Invisible Man. He initially began life as an assassin. Then he got caught by the government, and it was a sort of Suicide Squad style scenario where they injected him with a formula to get him to work for the government. So he had to stay alive. He had to work for the government, and then he managed to switch sides. So he's a villain in a sense. He was a kind of good guy.
How did the Invisible Man get caught?
Good question.
Pretty shit Invisible Man.
Yeah. Wasn't as good as he thought, but yeah. But one thing that I really
get your clothes off for a start, right? Just run around naked. You're fine.
That's right.
Where's he gone?
He could have got away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids. But he comes with loads of accessories.
Look, I don't want to scare you, Mark, but you could have a naked Invisible Man behind you right now. Like, how are we not? We don't know. We can't confirm or deny that.
Neither can I, Dan. I know. Yeah, it could be.
Do you feel like you've got someone watching you there?
Yeah, all the time. So 1/6 shooters.
So 1/6 shooters. Yes. So 1/6 shooters saying, I'm all about the Monster Force. That is going to be a deep hole. So he's obviously liking that. 1/6 shooter doesn't just like the 1/6 scale. He likes the 1/12 as well. And that's what scale these are in. By the way, it looks packed with all the accessories you would want as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And initially, so I reached out to Big Fresh Monkey Fiction. I just thought I'd drop them an email and say, because obviously it's a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, and I was curious to see if they might consider sort of the UK retailers. And they replied to me and they said, well, we're looking at getting the line. We're looking at options in terms of getting the line out internationally. So that would be definitely good for us guys, like in terms of not just being with Big Bad Toy Store, but yeah, they look really good, Dan. So excited for them.
Yeah, they do look good. If lines like this were more accessible in the UK, I'd be more eager and excited to get them, but stuff like this can be a bit of a ball ache and expensive to get in the UK. That's what puts you off. But just looking at it as an action figure, Like it looks great. It looks really good. So, and I love the accessories as well. So, yeah, plenty of options.
Packed, isn't it? I mean, look at my hands there. Hands, weapons. You know, look at that. Like it is slightly pricier. Say again, Cloud. Yeah.
The wraps.
Yeah.
You can cover the invisible part. I didn't notice that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, it's really well thought out. Yeah, there's like Claus says, there's loads of different sort of options for display and stuff as well.
I like the Union Jack as well. UK repping.
Yes, exactly.
Eraser. Eraser. That's his code name. Okay, Eraser.
That's his code name.
It looks good.
But yeah,
it looks good.
Hopefully these come to the UK in some way, Dan. But yeah, like you say, I agree. If we can get them easily, love to get loads of these.
We do have some great independent retailers. It's just sometimes they're not even aware of stuff like this, and it's about introducing that independent retailer to this other company. Like, you need to be a matchmaker, Mark. You need to start being a matchmaker.
I know.
Be the Sid Black of the toy community, and like bring people together. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I was thinking more Blind Date, but yeah, it'll work. Kapow Toys, let me introduce you to Monkey Fresh Fiction. Do you know what I mean? Let's get some Santa Clauses over here as well. Do you know what I mean? Let's make it happen.
Yeah, they'd be good as well. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, look good.
Yeah.
I don't think the Americans know who Cilla Black is. I don't blame you. Right, okay. Over to Alexi. Alexi, what's your most anticipated of the year? Non-Legends at the minute.
Yeah, I sent you some email images. Are we doing like a top 3 most anticipated?
If you want, just go for it. I'm just curious what you're excited about. Yeah.
So I guess we could start out with something that I got the payment request for, and that's the Terminator.
Okay.
And we'll just get rid of that Chun-Li image because Tom already spoiled that.
Okay, I've got so many.
I'm looking forward to Chun-Li. I'm trying to reach out to, Miguel, Wolfpack Toy Reviews, and I are trying to sort out a good time to go hunting for that Chun-Li. So we'll see what happens. I haven't pre-ordered her like I pre-ordered Fei Long and Ryu, but I mean, eventually she'll be available in most places. So it would be cool to get her early, but I barely got my Fei Long and Ryu, so I don't expect to get her anytime soon.
Soon we hope.
Yeah. So the T800, the damaged version, that has already hit. The photos that I sent you are courtesy of Toy News International and Isaac Wong Toys on Instagram.
He takes some great photos. Yeah.
Here's a comparison. I know Mark sure has the Terminator 1 version. Did you order this damaged T800, Mark?
I haven't, Alexi, but it looks, they all look so good, don't they? I mean, the first one, I think Tom's got it as well. The first one's amazing. So, yeah, they're just so well done, aren't they? Mafex. They're just doing great.
I wasn't going to order this. I was like, I don't know. I guess I can pass on him. And then, Dan, if you go to the image with Deadpool, it comes with the freaking thumbs up hand. Like, I was scrolling through the images before I pre-ordered it, and I was like, I can pass on this. And then it showed the thumbs up hand coming out of the lava, and I was like, God damn it! I guess I have to get this then.
Do you reckon they ever do John Connor and Sarah Connor or anyone like that?
I don't know.
Licensing issues.
Yeah, it might be. I mean,
even just a John Connor, to pair with him, I think would be a good little combo for the show.
I remember NECA had a nightmare trying to get that figure made. So it's probably just too frustrating for them.
Kid John Connor?
Yeah.
Yes, he's up there. The NECA one's good. I got the one without the bike, annoyingly. The bike was
might be
exclusive. That's what makes me think Kino. You're never getting Kino without on the scooter single packed as another release. Because John Connor with the bike was only San Diego, and then the second time you never got the bike. So
yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. The sculpt is really cool. The damaged parts. He doesn't come with a ton of accessories, but
so he must be due very, very soon. If these are pictures from Isaac.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I pay for him, he's gonna ship. So he's definitely shipping out. I got mine from Ami, so and I got the request this week.
He's in stock everywhere now.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
he looks good. Looks very nice.
I think I don't know what else because Mafex only does 1 or 2 releases per month, so. I don't know who he released alongside with. Oh, actually, it's RoboCop, maybe?
RoboCop, yeah.
RoboCop's?
Yeah, let's see that, yeah.
Yeah, so they're doing robot movie stuff this month. But It looks good. Are we only doing one of the picks that we have?
No, you can go through them all. It's all good. I didn't do any particular order, so just show us what you're excited about. All good.
Gotcha. And then I think the other images that I sent you were McFarlane stuff.
Yeah, let me have a look.
Or let me double check here.
Yeah. I've got McFarlane stuff. These are brand new.
We can stick. No. We can stick to the Mafex.
Okay.
I'd rather talk about Mafex.
Okay.
I need those paychecks from Mafex.
Well, we can talk about the other ones too, because we've not talked about them, and they're quite a new. That's a bit of toy news, to be honest, isn't it? So we'll come back to the DC stuff, but let's stay on your lane, which is Mafex.
Yeah. So this is not Captain America from the first Avenger. This is the suit that he steals from the museum in Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Which is evident. To be fair, I didn't realize this, but I guess people really dunked on Fwoosh for not knowing, but it has to do with the stripes on his midsection. That's how you can tell the difference. So he corrected himself a couple times, as I'm sure other people corrected him in his comments. But this is the suit from Winter Soldier. It looks really cool. I'm a total mark for Captain America stuff. He's one of the characters. I say this every time, but he's one of the characters that I'm like, yeah, I'll take every version of Batman, every version of Spider-Man, every version of Wolverine, and every version of Captain America. And just fill up a whole cube with different styles of that character. So this was an easy pre-order for me. What's different about this version compared to the other Captain Americas that Mafex has done is the elbow joint that they're using is not just the simple peg into the bicep. It's a little bit different. It doesn't have a bicep swivel. It just has the elbow swivel. A lot of people are critiquing that. I love this picture because I only chose it because he looks stupid in that running pose like that.
Still looks cooler than the Flash running, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just don't. That doesn't look like a great running pose. Get Just Jay Hernandez over there. So before the elbow or the bicep swivel was like the weakest point, and Mark and I have talked about this before, like the arm falls off with the in-game cap a lot, and then of course you got the tiger stripe Wolverine that everyone complained about the elbow falling off. So I'm interested to see how this new route takes them as far as keeping the elbow together, because I love that in-game cap, but I can't even really play with him because the arm just pops right off. And So I'm excited for this.
Winter Soldier is up there, by the way, one of my favorite MCU movies, so I like this.
Yeah, definitely top 3 for me, if not my favorite MCU movie.
Yeah.
And Winter Soldier is coming out in the next 6 to 9 months, probably. So we'll see how it goes. But
will they do a Falcon?
Pre-order.
Will Mafex ever do a Falcon? Do you think? We've never had Falcon in that look from that movie, apart from I think Diamond Select did one.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see.
Figuarts did one. They did their newer looks, but
they didn't do the. I think Falcon's look in Winter Soldier is a little bit more militant, isn't it? And I think it would pair up really nice with this.
Yeah, it would look great. Again, I don't know. We'll see. You got to buy these to get them to buy more stuff.
What's this then?
So this is Eradicator, and for those of you who don't know, in the 90s, they killed Superman, and he was replaced by 4 other off-shades of Superman, which include Eradicator, Cyborg Superman, Steel, and Superboy. And then you got Superman with the mullet in the black suit when he comes back to life. Spoiler alert. So this is Eradicator. They've already released Cyborg Superman, which is probably one of my top 3 figures of the year. He's insanely good. Sculpts, accessories, everything. I love that figure. So they've released Steel, they've released Cyborg Superman. They're missing the other 2, which is Eradicator here and Superboy. I didn't put Superboy in this conversation because Eradicator is up for pre-order. So this is a pre-order that I put in this week.
We have seen Superboy though, right? He was shown somewhere.
We have, yeah. We saw reveals at a couple of their con appearances or whatnot. So Eradicator looks great.
And that was this week's reveal for this week's pre-order for Mafex. This is like
that was this week's pre-order.
Tom and Tanner and like Rich were ordering. You're getting this right, Tom?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and I assume I'm right in saying it's you, Tanner, Rich, like yous are all in on this Mafex Superman sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Very nice. Let's stay with DC then, Alexi, because we haven't talked about these on the channel yet, and these are brand new as well. Like, I don't really know what's going on here. but like McFarlane.
I don't either, Dan. That's the problem.
Okay, well, help me out. Break it down for the people. I see a Condiment King builder figure. That looks intriguing.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
so McFarlane is reusing assets that were left over from DC Direct,
Which they
and that was a
swallowed up.
6-inch,
Yeah.
animated series. Check out Jay's Toy Collection UK because he has an entire collection of all the stuff that DC Direct put out from the animated series. It's really cool. The sculpts are great, and they look dead on to the animated series. But as an articulation slut myself, they're not fantastic figures, but they do look very true to source. So McFarlane picked up some of the leftover assets from DC Direct, and he threw, I guess he just threw paint on them because they're supposed to be cell shading. And if you guys thought the Marvel Legends cell shading was bad, well, guess who's coming to dinner? Because damn, this is
Todd has arrived.
This is terrible
with some black paint.
Yeah, this is so bad. I'm happy to say that I already have the original version of this Batman and Batcycle. The Batcycle is in there too for images. Yeah. Oh my god. Terrible. Yeah.
What's that
so
little
it's a tough
head?
spot for me.
Just an interchangeable head helmet.
Helmet.
Yeah. Okay.
The original release of the Batcycle came with Batman and that extra head. So McFarlane is splitting them and probably selling them for the same price each because capitalism. So there's also a Robin, which I never got, the Dick Grayson Robin. It's not quite classic Dick. This Dick is a little bit older. Which
more Dick on this channel. Can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm not really into the young Dick, but again,
good. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Just clarifying that for everyone. Alexi, not into the young Dick.
He's in college, okay?
Justin collects talking about Alexi as well, by the way. He says, wow, I had no idea Alexi even liked Mafex. It's true. Shocking. Breaking news for us all.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I've come around. Yeah, so they tried to do the cell shading with this. It's not as bad. I think it was Mad Hatter who said it, but he said that it looks like he was eating lunch and spilled something on his pants.
It does look like he just spilled a Coke on his lap. Yeah. Like,
yeah, and he's like, oh shit, still gotta fight crime though. So same thing. The cell shading is crap on this. Twink Robin, yeah, that's right. Shout out to Greg Fenstad in the chat.
Was this a release? They've already released this, or is this a new character?
No. So these just got revealed this week. Condiment. They're doing the collect to build or collect and connect or whatever the legally distinct verbiage of build a figure is for them. It's Condiment King, and Condiment King was a really popular character from the animated series. There's an original character from the animated series. So we all want Condiment King, but I don't want to fucking buy this crap just to get Condiment King.
So you said the Batman and Robin are like reissues of the previous one with some cell shading.
They're all reissues.
So Condiment King has already been released.
So Condiment King is the new piece of plastic from this reveal
and
slash
here's the builder
reissue.
figure. Sneaky
figure. Yeah. So they're doing a lot of reissues with shit repaint, and then they're doing the build a figure as Condiment King to get you to buy the
sneaky
repaint shit. Yeah. So it's kind of a sick burn. Shout out to McFarlane. Yeah. Target exclusive.
Come on.
It's got all the hallmarks of FU Todd, but I wanted to talk about it because I do love the animated series. It's one of everyone's favorite versions of Batman, and Condiment King is awesome, and everybody wanted him, but it's a dog shit way to put him out there. So,
in the new Robert Pattinson Batman, I want to see Condiment King. I want to see a dark, horrible, gritty version of Matt Reeves. How does Matt Reeves do Condiment King?
Yeah. I didn't know I wanted that until now.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just curious how it exists in live action in that gritty environment they've created. Like, I don't know. That's why I want to see it. Like,
going around putting hot sauce in people's eyes.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm just checking your pictures. Was there anything else? I think that was it. Nice little selection there for sure.
Yeah,
it's got the Mafex in there too. Very nice. Let's go down to Jamie then. Jamie, what are you looking forward to this year?
Send you some stuff on email.
Beautiful. I do appreciate you emailing me, by the way. Much quicker than Instagram. All right. What do you want to show first?
Let's start off with the Fresh Fiction Santa.
Okay, so these are the same people that Mark just talked about with those Monster Hunters. We've already seen these with Santa Claus, right?
Yes, but this is like the Jack Frost version of Santa. I think this head sculpt on Santa is probably better than the original one as well. Better than this one.
Ho, ho, ho. Honestly, people, this guy is so good. If you don't have a 1/12 scale, 1/12 scale Santa Claus for your collection, please treat yourself. Get these. So good. Literally.
I've got the.
Look at him. So good.
I've got the Figure Obscura Santa as well. They go really well together.
Yeah, nice. And it's not just the blue Jack Frost version. They've done like an army version. Yeah. There's a Jolly
Pirate.
Santa, pirate, robot. Just loads of different Santa variants. But it's just like the best way for me to explain it. It's like a Marvel Legends Santa Claus. Like in its most simplest form, in its most simplest explanation. It's like a Marvel Legends scale Santa Claus. It's so good.
I completely forgot about these. Are these still up for pre-order?
Yeah.
They're on Big Bad Toy Store, yeah. And I think they're re-releasing the first wave.
Yeah, so this is classic Santa, and I ordered the accessory pack, so I got like his hood and his little list, so you can check if you're naughty or nice. I've got a little present as well.
Twice.
Exactly, gotta check it twice. That's true. But yeah, so let me just check who. Yeah, Alexi's on there. You've been a good boy this year, Alexi. Don't worry, you're good. All right, there you go. So good, honestly. If you haven't got them, get one in hand. Just so good, so good. Unless you don't like Christmas and you're a big Scrooge, then don't. You can get who else they do? They do what's the Krampus?
Krampus, yeah.
Robot Santa.
They got something for
Zombie
everyone.
Santa.
Yeah, but the only place I've seen them sold is Big Bad Toy Store. I had to order that from Big Bad Toy Store, so I paid the little bit extra for shipping and imports and stuff, but it was worth it. So 1/12 Santa, so I like it.
It's definitely worth the money.
Nice.
And then obviously it goes without saying, Cosmic Legions, the next wave. She just looks
awesome.
incredible. She's like a giant scorpion woman. She's got translucent skin. Like Cloud was saying, the grey ring stuff reminds me of like an Angel episode in season 1 where he's trapped in like this underground wrestling thing with loads of demons, and they have to fight to the death. And they don't fight; they get killed. Reminds me very much of that whole grey ring stuff.
And this is coming out, like you said, like October-ish time.
Soon.
Yeah. Time.
Yeah, she looks good. Stays within your little mini rules as well with a female scale, female versions of these cosmic.
Her head tail is bendy too. It's got a wire in it.
You get like 2 tails, don't you?
Well, it's the 2 face plates. So she's got the angry face and then the neutral face. So that it's not the head, the face plate actually pops out, and you can put a new one in.
It just looks incredible. Like, I watched 16 Shooters live when you were on it, Cloud, and when he was talking about her, and it's just incredible looking.
Looks good.
And obviously Wave 3 looks good, but that's next year. So
does look very good. And again, it's nice to know that you ain't got a longer wait like the first wave of Legions. That was like 3 years or 2+ years, wasn't it? So it's nice to know that the next wave now is not far behind. So it gets you more excited. That's how you get people in as well, isn't it? Like it's like now the train is rolling. So all good, very nice. All right, cool. Let's go to Rush next then. Rush, what's your most anticipated non-Legends this time? What else are you looking forward to?
I sent you something on Instagram since I don't have your email. Sorry, I couldn't send it that way.
It's all right.
danhorviews@gmail.
Yeah, it's simple. It's on the YouTube.
Especially with getting the Armored Xantos, I have 9 out of 10 my most anticipated figures. So there's only one that I'm still waiting for.
Okay.
And
that's the
when you bring up a picture,
me,
it's a Transformers Studio Series 86 Dinobot Snarl. I'm waiting for this figure so much.
Stegosaurus.
That's the last one. Yes, it's my favorite dinosaur. But it's like, this is the last figure out of my top 10 that I'm waiting for. So it's supposed to be released August. And oh my god, too. Oh my god.
She's very excited for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Everyone is. Because it's actually sold out everywhere except for like Entertainment Earth. And it's like, so I'm patiently waiting. It was supposed to be out this month and hasn't been released anywhere yet. So I'm just waiting. So yeah, this is what I'm waiting for. This and the Headless Horseman, but that's supposed to come out, I think, January of next year.
This is sold out because it's the last piece to that sort of Dinobots puzzle, isn't it? In the studio series.
No.
Who's left?
There's one more after this.
Who's the last one?
Swoop, the pterodactyl.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so these are clearly very popular then in the studio series. Anyway, so I think the Grimlock has gone up pretty high on the aftermarket too for anyone trying to backtrack. So
very much.
Yeah, I like Transformers, but I try to stay away from a toy world sense. But I do have a little shelf for some of the Siege stuff. Never actually watched that series on Netflix though, which those figures are based off. But still, I do like the Dinobots. Who doesn't like the Dinobots? Right, okay, cool, very nice. And then, of course, you're into the Gargoyle stuff. And again, thank you very much to Rush, who's helping me build a Gargoyles collection. Like, literally every Gargoyle I've got is come through Rush at this point. And who you got for me there?
Soon.
There you go, beautiful.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I think they're going, for me, my Gargoyles are going on my NECA Street Dio, the sort of realistic one. All right, cool. Let's go down to Tom. Now, Tom sent me some emails, so I'll get those up and have a little look-see. So you set it up, Tom. What do you want me to show?
Go for number 3, Lim Toys, Joel and Ellie, which is The Last of Us, Joel and Ellie third party.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
Which is supposed to. They've been on pre-order for about the last 2 or 3 years, but then around the time the TV show hit, they kind of were like, "These are definitely coming out this year," and they are now supposed to drop at the end of this month. So these are the third-party versions of Joel and Ellie from the Last of Us video game, not from the TV show.
What else has this company done that people may know?
So they've done. They did like the RPD officer, which is Leon from
Resident Evil,
Resident Evil, and a few others. So they have a track record.
Did they do the Heath Ledger Joker?
I think they did do the Heath Ledger Joker as well. Sometimes I get reminded on who did what. But
sometimes they change their name as well, where the same company behind it will make the toy, but then they have to legally change their name to try and avoid some sort of something or other. So, yeah. But
and there's like Noted Toys, and then there's like Aton Custom, and I think they're all the same thing. I don't know if they're related to Lim Toys as well or not, but they've definitely done quality figures in the past. It's not like a kind of new company is doing something that might be a bit suspect. And they've shown in-hand shots of them, and they look top quality, and they've got tons of accessories, as would come with most 112 figures, and they just look like they're going to do the job for those characters. And they've got the kind of infected zombie fight. I can't remember what they called them in The Last of Us. They don't call them zombies.
Clickers.
Yeah, clickers. They've got some of those coming as well later in the year, or maybe early next year.
Were you a fan of the game, or is that obviously?
I played the first game, and I'm never a big fan of like on rails games where it's not open world and you can't do what you want to do.
Yeah,
you're just following the story so much. So I enjoyed it to a point, but it was a TV show that really grabbed me. But I suppose these are like the equivalent to the comic book versions of the TV figures. So I like that idea. That was when I pre-ordered them, so I didn't pre-order right back 3 years ago. I managed to get in on these in January or February time. So I'm really looking forward to these and taking some shots with them and the clickers and stuff once they turn up.
Yeah, the clickers are going to look so good in figure form as well, because their designs are creepy as shit. So this will be a good display for sure. And it's like that post-apocalyptic world as well, and just I don't know. They come with loads of stuff too. Looks very, very good.
And I think it's good timing with the TV show, because I think if they had dropped 2 or 3 years ago, you probably would have just got the main characters. You never would have got the clickers. So it's like now the TV shows are a big hit. You're going to more likely to see more dropping around them.
Works to a collector's advantage. They get more for their shelf. Very nice. They look good. Didn't even know they existed. So that's why I like doing these type of streams, because you always collect the stuff that I don't have a clue about. What else do you want to show?
Let's do the Chainsaw Man stuff, because I've got the opposite problem.
Okay. So you
Alexi had. I've got Chun-Li, but he's already got the figures on them.
So you showed off Chainsaw Man last time, right? As one of your,
which is currently my favourite figure of the year.
Yeah, he was in
a lot of fun.
Jay Hernandez did a top 10 of the year so far, and he was in that as well for Jay.
He was in that.
Yeah. So these are from that show. So this is his arch nemesis, right?
This is Katana, yeah. And so he's like the big bad of the first season. I haven't read the manga, but I've watched the anime. So he's the big bad of the back half of the first season. He's basically like the katana version of Chainsaw Man. So he should, in theory, be as flexible.
Yeah, same articulation.
We're worried about the coat. How's the coat, Alexi?
I haven't opened him yet. I haven't got to him. I know. I felt there's so much to open up, and I opened up anime figures last week, so I was like, I should move to domestic stuff. And I'm trying to be fair to all my toys. You know, they're like in their plastic, like open me.
So you showed this and the other one that we're about to show last time on Legends and Liquor, didn't you? Just in the box briefly, yeah.
Yeah. I have them already, but I haven't opened them yet. In fact, when those came in, we rewatched the first season of the anime, and he fucks up Chainsaw Man in their fight. So
I need to see this.
Yeah, I've not seen it either. Not a clue. I know about it because of the toys and these guys, but I've never. The concept was just crazy to me.
I thought you would have watched it, Cloud. I was kind of like Cloud on this Chainsaw.
I'd never heard of it until these streams. It has my attention. I just don't know where to watch it yet.
You can watch it on YouTube, actually, Cloud. I found a link. You can watch the whole series 1 for free on YouTube.
Nice.
I'll see if I can find it, Alexi, as well, and Cloud, and I'll see if I can send it over to you guys.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued for sure. Here's the second one. She's from the show too.
Yeah, she's Power. She's like his reluctant partner, so to speak.
Okay.
Who's usually like flaking out on him, to be honest, and not all that much help. But because this guy is so articulated, I'm just excited to get more characters so you can put them all in crazy fighting poses and kind of build up a nice scene.
I'm not surprised she's flaking from fights. She ain't got chainsaw hands. Do you know what I mean? Like I've just got this giant mallet.
Yeah.
Control blood, so yeah, she can make anything out of blood and draw blood out.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's a blood hammer. Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I just thought she had a big mallet of wood or something. No, this isn't big wood. It's blood.
Bit of wood.
Blood hammer. Blood hammer.
I'd be interested to see how well she can actually hold that thing up in reality, whether it's just you put it in her hands and she falls over.
It might be hollow. If it's hollow, it'll work.
Yeah. I think a flight stand is going to be needed as well. Then.
Have you seen reviews on these figures, Tom? I feel like I haven't seen
that's what I was hoping for you. I saw somebody on Instagram about Katana in hand, and I asked him, and he said he liked it even more than Chainsaw Man, and he was surprised at how well it moved with the coat on. But I haven't seen a review of Power.
Alexi, I think it's that time. Your Boys Got Toys YouTube channel kicks off with some reviews. No one else has done them. Just saying. In the chat, Mike is saying that it's on Hulu, but we don't have Hulu in the UK. So our Hulu would be Disney Plus Stars, but it's definitely not on there.
I watched it on Crunchyroll with a free. I got a free 14-day subscription, and I finished the season in that time.
Nice.
I think it's only
Cloud. I just looked up Hulu. They have both the subtitles and the dub versions for the whole series.
Did you watch this?
I may end up watching this too.
Subtitled or dubbed? What's the proper way to watch this, Tom? I'm lazy. I'd probably watch it dubbed.
I'm lazy. I watched it dubbed, but I'm someone who watched Dragon Ball in part in dubbed and part in the original. So I'm not too fussy.
It's frowned upon. I know it is. Like to be a purist, it's frowned upon. But I'm lazy. What can I say? What can I say?
If it was a live action movie, I always watch it in the original language. But when it's animation, I don't have a preference because they can reanimate the mouths and it kind of works. But I get that people frown upon watching it.
It's just not the purest form. I know people do get bitchy about that. But anyway, the figures look great. And you've got one more here, which is something I do know about, and it's due this coming month, right? September.
Yeah, it's due. It was supposed to be out this month.
Yeah, it got pushed.
Got pushed back a month, so I think September the 20th or.
I will have a look now while we're talking. But Trouble Bubble. How many of these you getting? Got to be more than one.
Well, I wanted to get 3, which I think was our limit, but I've ended up with 2 because there's too much coming out. So, I just think these things we've been waiting for since the beginning. Really, when the Baroness's motorcycle came out, you would have thought this would have been the first vehicle they did, but it's taken a long time for them to get to it. And this is kind of going to make the display. I think it particularly pushes the display closer to the original cartoon. Because they're always in the titles. Whichever version of the titles, there's always people flying around in the Trouble Bubble. So I think this is going to be great. And the Televiper looks amazing with the different heads. So it's just a nice way to build out the display that bit more.
Yeah, I need to find a way to like, because I know we've got the Hiss tank coming this year. I know it's going to be difficult, but do you know, like, get them hovering over the Hiss tank, like on side by side of it or something, like, and like I don't know.
I'm thinking Mezco stuff.
Yeah, like they need to be. I can't have them landed like on my display. They've got to be risen. They've got to be flying. But yeah, this is the iconic sort of Cobra vehicle that you would have thought, like you said, we would have got a lot sooner in the line. But the success of the Hiss tank has definitely made Hasbro sort of let Lenny and the crew just go at it, and we've been getting a lot of Joes. And again, we know the Vamps come in, so more vehicles are on the way. But yeah, this is better than a coil for sure. More iconic than a coil or anything like that. So I'm looking forward to this too. And again, we were hoping to have it soon, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, which is fine, I guess. Financially, we can got a little bit more time to digest it. But yeah, I'm in for two of these as well, absolutely. And again, in my brain, they're flanking my Hiss tank, which has got to be due soon as well. Like that's got to be close. So
yeah, like we were saying on chat earlier in the week, it's like until the Hiss tank drops, I don't want to rearrange the display.
Exactly, because that's going to be the new set. I'm the exact same. Like I've got figures I'm not even opening yet because I'm like, well, I don't know where they're going to go yet. Like the Hiss tank is going to be that central. That's going to dictate how I display my Joes moving forward. I think I need to see how that scales with my space, but it's going to be a good display. But by the end of this year, there's no doubt we're going to have an epic display for sure with our Joes. But yeah, great picks for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, and Cloud, over to you. What's your most anticipated?
So I sent you a link, Instagram. I'll use email going forward.
That's all good. It's all good. By the way, I didn't tell you to email anything, so that's on me. By the way, so
if it's easier, I'd like to make it easier. But obviously Cosmic Wave 2. But I'm most excited for what's right behind it, and it's the Mythic Legions Poxus Wave.
Is this it?
Which is just they've got some incredible designs. The evil sorcerer, the good sorcerer, the magic effects, that djinn that they have, the genie down a little bit, the blue guy.
Never had a friend like me. Can your friends do this?
Well, he's evil, so I don't know how that song would go. But Calazir looks great.
He does look like an evil, twisted genie, doesn't it?
Yeah, we'll have to write evil lyrics for it. But just every figure in this wave looks great. I have not gone.
Can your friend kill this? Can your friend kill that? Just pulling out a dead corpse from a hat.
Spinal column.
Ignore me. I'm just making myself laugh at this point.
But,
I want a dead horse as well.
Yeah, well, it's an infected horse too. The detail, like its rotting face, and I think one of its legs is kind of rotting away. Flogius looks amazing. It's another one of the 4 horsemen, so I'm excited to get him and Poxus in hand. And there's a female sorcerer named Thrace that was, I think, my second 4 horseman pre-order ever. She just looks so cool. I love the big purple cape. They reused her head sculpt for Cosmic Wave 3 for a character named Kallian Shun that I'm also incredibly excited for. But she was, I guess, technically the first Mythic Legion that really grabbed me before I started collecting. I think October or so of last year I pre-ordered her. So it's been a wait, but I have no doubt it's going to be worth it. The cloth goods are amazing. Her colors are great. I love the dark around her eyes. She has a secondary head sculpt with just like a different hairstyle.
She looks good. Is Rich in the chat? Rich, have you got for this one? This looks like one that Rich would go for.
I actually had this in a basket for a long time. And then obviously I reused the head, so I was like, great.
Yeah, because then you can stick with Cosmic, with Kallian, but she was, I think, Ziri was my very first pre-order, and then her, and these were my, let me just get one to kind of see what they're like, but then
Magic Effects.
C. Blake went to a convention and picked up the Unknown one, and getting that in hand, it was all over. I just dove in.
I like they've done the little effects packs as well. Didn't notice that.
They have an evil one and a heroic one with like greens and blues. There's extra hands.
I like the blue dragon guy as well.
Yeah, he's another like big character.
This is the one this is the mold they've just repainted for PowerCon, isn't there? There's a green Motu inspired repaint, right?
Correct. Yeah, he also comes with the head from this guy.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like a mix of the both, but they share body parts. he's one of the ones I've kind of waiting on to hopefully maybe get them a little cheaper than retail because they are very expensive. Him, and then there's a big green demon as well that like I'm kind of waiting to see if maybe I can get them cheaper. But I think everything else in the wave I have.
They look good. Again, I say it all the time. Like, the Cosmic Legions look good for what they are. Absolutely.
Fantastic figures. It's a pit, and I got pulled in. I've had to cancel so many other things in favor of these.
Have you gotten rid of stuff, Cloud? Like, in place of these? Have you gotten rid of figures that you already had to make space for new Mythic stuff or new Cosmic stuff?
No.
Just canceled pre-orders?
Canceling some pre-orders. There's still, like, G.I. Joe characters and some Marvel Legends that I'd like to get to fill out the display. I still have some space in my Marvel Legends displays, so I can kind of spread things out a little bit, fill that up, but I don't see it expanding beyond the 3 shelving units that I have. I have a second Detolf I need to build to put things in, and I'd like to do, since they're 4 shelves, I'd like to do the 4 heroic factions in one and the 4 evil factions in another. But I have no idea where my cosmics are going. They're currently just on my desk, or I put them on my nightstand. I've got a display unit next to me covered with random Mythic Legions. I don't have the space for these, but I don't care.
Space
is your ceiling...
Space is an issue for all of us.
Is your ceiling slanted behind you?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you could put shelves on that.
I have the wall in front of me. I have the 2 3 3/4 retro Wolverines. I have a painting, and I have my calendar. But I want to mount shelves all over these because we've also got the Plunderlongs and Plunderstrongs coming soon. Like, they should be shipping any day now. And I have a shelf mounted above my door with the Plunderlings, and I'm gonna see if I can fit them all up there. But I don't care. I'll put shit on the floor. I'm too happy. Playing with them.
The chat seem to really like these as well. Bring Toys to Work says, "Oh my god, that genie looks awesome. I might have to get this." And then he goes, "This entire wave looks impressive." And I know I know Michael's a big Lord of the Rings guy, so I know these type of character designs and stuff.
The sorcerers.
He could do an epic. We know Michael from doing his epic displays, so I have no doubts he would be able to do something epic with these.
The guy Arazak is Saruman, easily. There you go, evil sorcerer, and then we have Samir, who's like a good wizard with his little blue cloak. Like, it's nice to get those like very iconic, more traditional fantasy characters. There's your orc shaman, who's actually like a bigger scale. He's a little bit bigger than the other ones. There's
I was just looking at the
weapons.
Yeah, I like them.
Yep, little things to hang off of belts. And then in All-Star 6, they're giving us belt packs, so you can add more belts and hang things off of them. This guy looks insane. He's definitely one I went for. So I'm trying to be good and not jump into other things. But
it's hard just to pick one for sure. I've got the guy upstairs, Boris or whatever I called him, on a horse. But the turtles are here now, so he might get kicked off. I don't know. I need to figure it out. But they look good, no doubts about it. All right, cool. Let's go. I want to go around one more time. The show is called Legends and Liquor, so please just indulge me with this one. All right. A legend. Just give me a Marvel Legend figure that's been announced that you're actually looking forward to adding to the collection. Now, I know it's been a weird year for Legends. A lot of people are holding out, cutting and making space for other stuff. But Legends has still got some good figures coming out, and we've had some good figures this year. So I'm just curious, what's the next one that you're actually excited to add to the collection? Me and Rich did a whole show on Thursday talking about everything that is due, so hopefully you caught that, so you sort of know what's on the way. But we'll start back up top with Mark. Mark, what's a legend that's due this year? We haven't got in hand just yet, but you're looking forward to actually getting.
Well, Dan, there's a whole wave I'm looking forward to, but if I had to pick one from that wave, so the whole wave I'm looking forward to is the X-Men 97 wave. But if I was looking forward to one from particular, probably Magneto, because it looks like it might be, obviously it's the classic look for Magneto. It looks, good. It looks sort of like what the animated look, was and is. And it might well be one of the best sort of Legends Magnetos we've had. So I mean, I'm excited for all of them. The Gambit looks good. The head sculpt on Gambit. New classic Rogue for anyone that may have missed the original opportunities to get her. The Wolverine is the non-cell shaded version. So if you like non-cell shaded Legends and you want Wolverine again, there's your opportunity. So Bishop looks good and Storm. They're all pinless as well, so that's good. So good for the ladies, and because the ladies tend to have jelly legs a little bit when they're not pinless in Legends. But yeah, I mean, you could pick any of those ones, and they'd be a good figure. So I'm really looking forward to this wave. Gambit probably as well, and Rogue. But yeah, can't wait for this wave to come out.
My hype level for this wave at the minute, to be completely honest, is like a 5. Like it's like I'm gonna get it, but it's like a 5 because we haven't got the new show yet. And without that new show, it's sort of, you're just like, well, I know it's coming, but it's not here yet. And I've also already got these characters on my display, so it's not like I essentially need them. So to be honest, like, yeah, I'm a sucker, I'm gonna get these, but until they reveal that there's a second wave and we're actually gonna complete a whole team in the same sort of style and like release, like until they reveal wave 2, we're getting a wave 2, I'm still at about a 5. Like they look great, I'm gonna get them, but when they announce wave 2, my hope level will jump up because I can actually complete a team of X-Men in the same style and color palette with the new tech and all of that. So but yeah, absolutely, it's a good wave for sure. But yeah, nice pick for sure. Let's go across to Alexi then. Alexi, what about you? You showed off earlier, you're still picking up the occasional legend, so they're still there. You haven't forgot about them.
Yeah. I think what I'm most anticipating, because we really don't have it anywhere else, is the human Bruce Banner, the MCU Bruce Banner. I'm not a huge MCU collector. Shout out to MCU collector. But I do have the original 7 Avengers represented in my collection. So I have a Hulk, but I do want a Bruce Banner. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. And that's definitely going to get picked up. They did, I think somewhere they posted online the in-package shots of the Black Widow the Mark II or Mark I Iron Man.
Let's see if I can find them.
MCU. So those look really good. I'm not going to pick them up. Scarlet is looking very Scarlet, and that Black Widow figure looks great. Again, I'll probably pass on those and save it for Bruce Banner. And then there was another one. Oh, that new Vision looks pretty cool. I'm not going to pick him up because I have the original retro carded Vision. And I think he's fine for what I need Vision for. I also have the Marvel Select. And then the last Legends gotta be Crystar, dude. Crystar all the way.
Are you just winding Rich up there for when he watches on the replay, or you genuinely care about Crystar?
No, I love Crystar. I have a Crystar. I'm wearing Crystar underwear.
Okay.
No, he doesn't. Okay.
In that they're see-through.
Yeah, Crystar, Rich, I don't know what was up. Rich is just having a bad week and he took it out on poor Crystar on Thursday. But yeah, he is not excited about that one for sure. I just found the images these are from a convention happening right now in Canada. So usually Legends, I think Hasbro have revealed stuff in Canada in the past at this fan expo. I swear they revealed like some of the A-Force, or not A-Force, Alpha Flight, sorry, yes. They've revealed some of them at fan expo. So clearly they're just ignoring the Canadians this year for some reason. Hopefully they don't ignore the UK for MCM. But yeah, these are there in package shots. Again, nice to see the window, so they match the previous Infinity Saga figures. But yeah, definitely an upgrade on Scarlet Witch. And I'm with you, Alexi. Like I know it's just a guy in a suit. I know, but it's a representation of Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner. It's needed for the shelf. I'm in.
I mean, as far as guy in regular clothes, this looks better than the Secret Invasion guy in regular clothes figures that we have.
Yeah. Look, I wish it come with more. The bot looks a little bit empty. I would love like an interchangeable head where he maybe looks angry, or maybe it's got a few
like
green
a half
veins.
Green.
Yeah,
he's like changing green.
I've missed opportunity with stuff like that because I just see the box looks a little bit empty there. But and I know that these will probably be a little bit higher than regular Legends. But again, I want Bruce Banner. The one I've got on my shelf is from that old Amazon 4-pack, which doesn't look anything like him. So
bad.
Yeah. So I will absolutely be getting this. And I'm curious what the rest of the figures in this sort of Infinity Saga wave, which I'm sure will be revealed at PulseCon, are going to look like. Upgrading figures we've probably already got on the shelf more likely than not, but we shall see. But there's that. And then just pause real quick. Earlier on I mentioned that Hasbro are releasing these like weird images, and I've just seen them. I was just seeing one of them on Marvelous News now. So yeah, does anyone in the chat? We'll come back to this once I've went round the board, but I'm just curious. Like, it says 1 of 7 at the bottom. My logo's in the way, but I promise you it says 1 of 7. Like, there you go, 1 of 7. And it's got like the Avengers 60th anniversary. You got Ultron just sort of lingering, staring in the background. It seems like this is the first time that Legends have released any images like with an order. Like it seems like it's going to lead to something, right? That's what I'm assuming. So I'll come back and ask you guys what you think of that, and I'll ask the chat as well. And also, Rich Emmons is watching. He says, "I'm going to ban you if it wasn't for your spanner." but yeah, he's unbannable. He's a super producer as well. Remember, you got to remember that. He has the power. He has the power. Okay, cool. Let's go down to Jamie. Jamie, Legends, you're most looking forward to.
So I'll make it easy for you. Might as well have left it where Alexi left off.
Okay. I'm gonna guess Scarlet Witch though.
No, Black Widow.
Oh shit, that's what I meant. I'm staring at her. I'm literally staring at her saying Scarlet Witch, but it's Scarlett Johansson. That's why my brain went Scarlet Witch. Ignore me. We're on the same page. Yes.
I knew what you meant, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, she looks great. Although, that being said, I am really excited for the new Scarlet Witch too. So.
And she's due in September as well. Let me actually, I've opened Pulse, haven't I? So let me have a little look for Scarlet Witch. There she is. So she... this is one that's like a present from past Dan because I've already paid for this one. She was meant to be released ages ago, but she got pushed back. 4th of September, which is next week. No, it's not. No, it's a week. It's a week tomorrow. So a week, about 8 days away. She is. So, but I think Arvin, a regular on our chats and streams, he's already got her in hand. He did a reel with her. He got her off AliExpress. And she's definitely an upgrade. New pinless double jointed arm. She's got the new head sculpt, a little bit more accurate to Multiverse of Madness. So yeah, she is.
Wonder's one of my favourite characters in the MCU. So I think I need enough. Well, I've got the Disney Plus one, but this one just looks better.
But where's she going to go in your display, Jamie? Is she going to go with your heroes or your villains? No, but heroes or villains. She's got the black fingers. She's being influenced by the evil Darkhold now. Like, she's been killing people at Doctor Strange's little temple. Like, she's not. How can she redeem herself from that? She's a bad guy now, right? She's evil.
It mimics the Willow character in Buffy when she goes evil. So it's the same loss and everything. So it is possible to redeem her.
We shall see. I don't know.
I do think she has to go with the villains this version, and then the Disney Plus can be the heroes. Sort of. She won't really be a hero.
I just don't. The character direction they took for Scarlet Witch, I think there's how they're going to redeem her. Like, Wong's never going to forgive her, for God's sake. How can he? And I don't blame him. But all right, good pick. Some of the legend females there getting an upgrade. Very nice. Rush, what about yourself?
The only legend I'm looking forward to the whole Marvel Knights wave, but really interesting getting Clea. That's going to be a nice addition to the shelf, and figure looks. Yeah,
there we go. So finally, some mystical friends for Doctor Strange on the display. Just talking about Wong and all of that. But there's another character, the Wong, an ancient one. I'd love in figure form too. But Clea, she's now in the MCU. Charlize Theron. I can't say her name properly ever, but you know who I mean. Theron. Yeah, I can't say her name. I was trying to say it. So I was literally trying to say her name yesterday for Siri, and even Siri was like, "Dan, what the fuck you on about?" I couldn't say her name, but she looks good. Definitely one of the most anticipated out of the wave. I know Rich is excited for that one as well. But the Marvel Knights wave, solid wave. I hate that the builder figure is a army builder, but it's a solid wave for sure. Very nice. Tom, what about yourself when it comes to Legends? I know you're a bit more picky and choosy this year, but some good ones out still to come.
Just before I say, I just unboxed Chun-Li. Was I muted? Because
I don't know. I can't.
Or was I making shitloads of noise?
I can't.
No, you're fine.
I didn't notice, so probably not.
Okay, because I was sitting there making loads of noise, and then I looked and I was like, "Oh shit, I wasn't muted." I've got amazing brain fog at the moment since I got over COVID. I can't. Like, I'm booking cinema tickets at the wrong time on the wrong date, and it's driving me nuts. So. Apologies if I was making.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like Mark. I'm looking forward to the X-Men 97 wave. Probably Gambit and Wolverine the most.
So are you replacing the Wolverine and Gambit in your display already then? Like, are you swapping them out for this?
I didn't. I got the
Mafex.
I can't remember which wave it was from. But the Gambit that we got quite a while ago. The most the kind of the same body.
Retro card.
No, Apocalypse Wave.
Could have been.
Yeah, probably the Apocalypse Wave version. So I haven't replaced my Gambit since then. And I kind of wish I'd got the Mafex because somehow that passed me by.
Okay.
And And I love the head sculpt on this one, so I'm looking for it. It's a shame it's not entirely Visions.
It has got the new jacket though, which is a lot less restricting to any of the previous ones.
Yeah, but I've already got a jacket.
That is true. You did show one off on this very stream that will upgrade that legend absolutely. So did you? So if you brought that jacket, you showed it off Feilong.
Cool.
I just thought you were upgrading for Feilong, but you've brought
No,
it
I've
for.
got that for this figure. But,
clever.
But obviously I don't have the figure yet. So.
No, getting ahead of the game. Very nice.
And I don't want to put it on the old figure. I'm going to wait till I've got the new figure.
And then you can enjoy that even more so. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
tactics. Good tactics. All right, very nice. And Cloud, what about yourself when it comes to Legends? Again, more picky this year, but there's got to be one out there you're excited for.
97 Wolverine. I did want to pre-order the Wave, but I'm going to wait. Him, I still have. I may actually get a second one to keep one on the wall and then put one in. Not so much like my X-Men lineup. I have the yellow costume from the Apocalypse Wave, but I want to put him in like the Wolverine display. Like I want to do 3 shelves in the middle instead of across the top, so I can, because like Sabretooth's up there and he doesn't stand up because of the sloped ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make in the middle display the 3 shelves all Wolverine, and it would be like the Mafex, the Mezco, the Rebel Tech, all of the Marvel Legends and different costumes. So he'll go there, but I love the reuse of the head sculpt from the cell shaded one.
It's the best one, yeah, for sure.
The best is his unmasked head. That is fantastic. Best Wolverine sculpt in my opinion that we got. I love it. So although I decided to wait on these, I had to keep Wolverine. Maybe when there's a lull after like the 1-2 punch of all the Legions coming in, I'll go back and start picking them up. But I saw him. I was way too excited. I couldn't let him go. Can't do it.
Yeah.
I could be broken eating ramen, and I have to have that Wolverine.
I'm trying to find that image again. I always show this when I get the opportunity to, but again, just to remind people, again, for at the minute, my hype level's at about a 5, because until they officially confirm we're getting a Wave 2 and we complete this team, like, not once have we completed a team in any Marvel Legend release format. Now, yes, you can complete a team that works absolutely fine for the display with using a few of these, but again, just my own weird collecting sort of preference, I suppose. I would like them to complete a team in the same format and release. Yet to happen.
Look at how close they came with the VHS.
Yes.
And now with the X-Men 97 line, having Rogue and Gambit, I don't think we're going to see them in the cell shading. And then Beast, if you were going to do him now that with the X-Men 97 wave, do him on that card back. Don't go back and do him in the VHS line if you're not going to complete that. It's incredibly frustrating.
Dan Yoon has been teasing. This is due. It's easy to do a Wave 2, so I think that's because it's happening for sure. Because they're missing A-list character, like the main team, basically, ain't they? So. Yeah. And Beast could be upgraded via pinless with a new head. Like the Marvel Legend Beast heads, they haven't all been great. They've been fine, but they've not been great. Like some of my custom ones, shit all over. One. Yeah, exactly. Anthony Customs did a great cartoon accurate one. So yeah, so they can still do a better head, I think, officially for Marvel Legends, and head can always get better, can't it? So yeah. Anyway, until the team's complete in Legends form, until we get a Wave 2 announced in that format, I'm not happy. Anyway, that's being picky. Back to this. I'm just curious, am I the only one who thinks that this is going to lead potentially to the Haslab reveal? This ends on the 1st of September, and Dan Yoon was telling everybody, save your bread to the end of the month, start of the month, which sort of finishes with this. Is there a second picture released? Am I missing it? First and foremost, has there anyone seen the second picture, which should have been released by now, right?
I haven't seen anything, no.
If these were getting released one by day, we should have had the second one already. Let me check Pulse.
Yeah, because if they do one per day, that'll end up with 6 on the first.
Let's go to Twitter, and they're revealed on Pulse. So you had your hand up as well, Rush. So you think it's potentially leading to the Haslab, right?
Well, coincidentally, we have about 6 or 7 weeks until New York Toy Fair. So if they announce the Haslab at PulseCon a week before Toy Fair, this will end up with Toy Fair for the 7th picture.
So I'm thinking one a day, but it's clearly not one a day because it's been days. It's been literally 3 days, and we've not seen shit. So my one a day theory's out the window.
Yeah, it goes by what Rush says. They do one per week.
Yeah.
That could line up.
Yeah, so the 25th was what? The 25th was a Friday. So maybe every Friday. And Ultron's not there by accident.
No.
I'm curious. Anyone got any ideas? Anyone?
I think Giant Man.
Gotta
Like
be
everybody
Giant.
else is thinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially with Ultron in the background.
I'm just saying we
It's kind of curious that they have the older displays of all the original characters, just except for classic Hank Pym, Ant-Man, and classic Wasp to go with the whole 60th years. I know they threw Black Widow in there, and she's not one of the original members, but
exactly
everyone
Ant-Man and the
else,
Wasp.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Neither is Cap though.
Nah, he was like issue 4 or something when he was Scarlet Witch and stuff.
Yeah.
But
That's the movie lineup that they've showed there.
yeah, because it's the more
Right.
it's like the more modernized perception of the Avengers, isn't it? Because of the movies and the cartoons. But it's the 60th anniversary of the comics, not those. So the comics would be the Wasp and Ant-Man have got to be in there. So yeah, again, just curious. Hasbro have done this on purpose. This isn't just random. It's leading to something, and I think it's
a cool fresh marketing technique because usually they just do their same old. So I think one image a week leading up to what everyone pretty much assumes is going to be Giant Man is a cool way to do it.
But they want us talking about it, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We're talking about it, so it's obviously working. So the chat all agree. The chat are saying Haslab, Giant Man. What was that, Tom?
I was just wondering how big everyone thought Giant Man will be.
Shorter than the Sentinel. I don't think he's going to bigger than Sentinel or Galactus. He's going to be about to the Sentinel's chest, I think. And hopefully the price point is down. So
that would be nice.
Yeah. With a lot of extra figures.
Yeah, I'd take extra. Go on, Jamie.
It's got to be bigger than Serta, but not quite.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like 15 inches? So.
Yeah, bigger than. It's got to be, I reckon, a little bit bigger than the Toy Biz Giant Man, because that still holds up very well. One of the few Toy Biz ones that do. So it's going to be big, but not as big as the Sentinel. Back to the Sentinel's chest, I think. Smaller price point, and then make the tiers, because they're not going to not do tiers, are they? I like give us a new Hank Pym, new Wasp, all in theme. So we shall see. Again,
the interesting part will be if they try to incorporate lights into it.
We don't need lights on a Giant Man. This is necessary, in it. We don't need glowing eyes. There's no need. Just lower the price point. You need a win here, Hasbro, right? The Engine of Vengeance last year was left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. The Joe team seem to be doing it right with the value and stuff. We shall see. Again, we shall see. Anyway, we're moving on. Right. Again, I'm taking advantage of there only being one group today, and I'm just going to get straight into a duck race if that's okay with people. Because I may be appearing on YouTube again a little later, midnight UK time. You can work that out for yourself. But so an early Legend of Liquor would be good with me. So let's get into racing some duck, shall we? Right, let me go to my disclaimer. So let's get into Duck Race Season 2. So I've already showed you the table. I will show you again. Who is in on Duck Race? Remember, one response, please. One response underneath my comment. One response underneath my comment so I can copy and paste. But there are the rules. We're going to race twice. First race is to qualify for the points race. Okay, so one response underneath my comment, please. And I will also add in the few notes I've took from earlier too. Let me go back to my... where's my table here? My Excel spreadsheet. Right. Right, so Jamie, you're feeling lucky today?
I am, yes.
Okay, there you go. He's still got the crown and the medal on for a reason. But for season 2, he's off the mark. That's the main thing. Jamie is off the mark. Tom, you're about as well. You've got some points as well. You have. There you are, 4 points as well. You're on the same amount of points as Jamie.
I'm in the same place.
Yeah, exactly same points. Rich is there as well. Your girl's got Legos on there with 2 points. Is she even aware of her duck points, Alexi?
She's too busy yelling at Destiny.
Yeah, Rich in the chat was there saying to Tom, you're fine. We couldn't hear you over. Your girl's got Lego shouting at Destiny.
Oh my god!
It's a good job. Alexi showed us what she was doing before the stream. Otherwise, we would have been asking what the hell is going on. Look, Craig always bitches. I think Craig's birthday tomorrow as well. So happy birthday, Craig! If you're watching the replay. So I will make sure I put Craig in today's race. But the bastard says I never put him in a race. Look at him. He's got 2 points. He's on the board. All right. So he's there.
I see it.
Christopher Allen is there. Chikamon Kiara and Damien. I told you they're ones to watch. But this is season 2. with 2 wins on the board, it is all about California Red Devil, and it started with a click Shelly. Now, California Red Devil is in the chat. Is Shelly in the chat? Is she there? Remember, I'm going to try and be a bit strict here. Is she here tonight? And we'll find out when I take her.
She was earlier.
Was she earlier? Was she okay? If she was there earlier, I think it's fair we keep her in. But because I know these shows get long and time zones are all over the place. But lots of names have got ducks. So I'm going to copy paste these names. So Alexi, as the other super producer here on the stream, no pressure, my friend. But give me 2 minutes to do this.
So I was looking at the Vampirella figure, and it's actually a lot closer to Rich M's Halloween costume than I originally thought. Yeah, that's crazy. It's a spitting image of Rich M.
Look, we are going MCM in
cool.
October, which is obviously cosplay, fancy dress. It can happen. So go for it, Rich. You're there for 3 days.
Looking
you change
forward
your
to it.
Yeah.
On that Vampirella figure, my wife.
Hold on 1 second. Hold that thought. We got Cedric with the super chat. Thank you very much, Cedric.
Cedric Brown Al Hariri donated $5.
Thank you,
Need
Cedric.
another duck in the race about to slip out of the top 10.
Not a problem. Thank you, Cedric. Yes, absolutely. Super chats at the over £4 mark do get an extra duck. So Cedric, yes, you get an extra duck, and so does California Red Devil. He's getting an extra duck called Alexi today. Yes, there you go. Right, sorry. Continue, Cloud.
My wife noticed Vampirella's nipples before I did.
Wait, so she's
Flipping.
not. Who's the one with the interchangeable sort of chest plate where you can have?
That's Hellwitch.
Oh, okay. And she was like one of the first.
No, that's
races.
obvious. But
Okay.
I was showing Kessie pictures of Vampirella, and she goes, nipples. And I'm like, oh, they have sculpted nipples, okay? Yeah, see? Little cold in that outfit, I guess.
I'm just seeing if Rich is still watching. He says, I'll bring my tit tape.
Right.
Rich's game. Rich's game, I think. All right, I'm taking these names.
Does Purgatory not have the nips?
No. You know
Does
what?
Red
Her
too?
the old one from More Action Collectibles did. I remember specifically she had like the outline of them under her top, but this one it's just Vampirella and then Hellwitch going full frontal.
Well, vampires are always cold, so that's gotta be it.
Maybe. I mean, they're cold because they're dead, so maybe they're just
Right.
used to it.
My vampires from More Action Collectibles don't have nipples.
She doesn't.
He's
No.
What do I have?
right. I'm
I
nearly
have to
done
find my
here.
old figure then.
All right, everyone who's on today's stream, obviously it gets in, and I'll also add Will, as Will was meant to be on today's stream, but he had technical difficulties with his camera. I did offer him to come in as audio only, but he clearly didn't fancy being the voice in the sky. But I will add Big Will, Alexi. Right, I'm gonna have to make an Alexi and a Your Boys Got Toys. And if Alexi wins, remember it's not you, it's California Red Devil.
But if your boys got toys comes in the -10 place, that's also
yeah.
California Red Devil just said if you're in purgatory, they take your nips.
Right, okay. Let me add Jay and Tanner in, as they did officially still appear on Legends and Liquor today. That actually happened. I'm going to add Ashaholic in, as he disappeared early too. Shall we put Chicky Monkey Kiara in? I guess she was holding the camera for Jamie, so I think that's fair game, right? Yeah. I'm a nice guy. Look at me. I'm so fucking nice, giving everyone these opportunities. It's Craig's birthday, so I'll add him as well. I'm too nice. I'm far too kind for people. Hopefully it makes the replay a little bit more enjoyable when you actually can't be here live, but you're still involved in the duck race. There you go. So I appreciate you watching the replay. Let me take Tanner. And where's Jay? There he is. Oh shit, I need to add myself. Fuck. Damn, I've actually got points on the board. I need to keep this pace up. Save myself some pennies if no one else wins this duck race. Beautiful. Alright. Shall I add Kurt K? Oh, I guess so. No, he's not here. Fuck you, Kurt K. No, I'm joking. I'll add Kurt K, really.
You get Compulsive Collector?
Compulsive Collector. I will add Compulsive Collector. He actually needs points, to be fair. Yeah.
He's hooking me up with the Deadpool 2-pack, so make sure he gets a duck.
Compulsive Collector. There you go. Alright. Cool. And Cedric gets an extra duck as well. Okay, nearly there, people. Nearly there. We're nearly racing some ducks. Nearly there. Anyone want to bribe me and get an extra duck? Anyone? Anyone will bribe me? No, fair enough. I guess that's.
What if I take my top off?
I guess what super chats are really the bribe I'm asking for there. I don't know if I
Well,
can.
Dan, you are getting a nice little large package that I'm sending to you.
Do you know what?
Oh, things are heating up.
Right, Rush, getting an extra 10 ducks right here now. Rush, Rush, and Rush. There you go. Right, okay. Right, there's Compulsive Collector. There's in the chat. No, we didn't miss you, Compulsive Collector. We did not miss you. I'm going to add more super producers in automatically anyway, because I'm a nice guy like that. So, just making sure I've got my super chat people in twice. Cedric, I think you're in twice. Mike Hex. No, I'm going to delete you. Mike Hex isn't in the race. Don't like Mike. Mike is out of here. No, Mike, you're in. The Fossil, are you in? I think you're in. Bring Toys to Work, are you in? It's awkward doing this live, people. I appreciate your patience. I know it's not very entertaining, just hear me ramble to myself. But look, it's worth it. This is an official league. Started with a click, Shelley. There she is. She appeared out of nowhere with her ducks.
All right.
California Red Devil did not want that to happen, but tough. There she is. Alright. And I think that's your lot. I think that is your lot. Alright. I'm making sure I delete all these extras. I think we're good to go. That's a decent chunk of names. Not the most we've ever had, which is absolutely fine. More chance for everyone else. Alright, let me go to my board. Close some tabs. Lots of tabs open. Let me close all these. Close. And there we go. There's my duck race tab. Right, nearly there, people. Nearly there. I appreciate your patience. Everyone in the chat. How many ducks is an army of frogs worth? That's true. That is true. I need to show you the picture, actually, from Justin. Justin collects. Justin. Where's my... Right, so you know I like Bucky O'Hare, and Rush, again, this is why Rush gets bonus points, because he's helping me out too. But Justin, remember Ollie's had all those Bucky O'Hare figures, and I was like, damn, I wish the UK had them, because they're like 50 quid here in the UK. Well, Justin collects, went to Ollie's, and managed to find me some Bucky O'Hare figures, and he sent me a picture of his trolley for me. Look at that. Look at that. I've got a little army of frogs in the way. Don't worry, he's shipping you a loose, Rush. Don't you worry. But there they are. So thank you very much, Justin, for my army of frogs. Right, back to the ducks. Names being pasted in. We have 50 exactly. Okay, that's cool. Fine with me. 2-minute race. Let's do this. I'll go full screen.
Hello there, Legends and Liquor.
Wait,
it's
Jay,
James Toy Collection UK here live from Wembley Stadium. How are you all doing? Sorry I've missed the show, but I think I might have a special guest.
Right, Jay, you're gone. You're out of here. Thank you, Jay. We appreciate that intro to the duck race. Right, there we go. Ducks are there. 2-minute race. Everyone's in. One more time, let me remind you of the rules. Okay, first race. To be part of the pace for points, 1st to 9th or last place is the wild card, alright? So if you finish dead last, don't worry about it. You're still in for a chance for some points, alright? 1st to 9th or dead last. That's what the first race is all about. Good luck to everybody. Let's race some ducks. I'm going to shuffle. Alexi, how many times? 1 out of 3?
Just one.
Just one shuffle. One shuffle. There we go. It's shuffled. 3, 2, 1. And they're off. Nice and slow. 2-minute race here. Okay, so 2 minutes. You want 1st to 9th or last. Okay, no points here. You're just qualifying for the race with points. Starting off with Cedric. He did get an early duck, an extra duck in there. So Cedric will have 2 ducks. We've got Air Extreme. We've got Eddie Rodriguez as well. I can still feel Phil Jones in the park. Ashaholic as well. Justin collects down at the bottom. Your boy's got toys down there at the bottom of the park as well, just behind Ashaholic. But Eddie Rodriguez with Instadan. Air Extreme in the middle of the park. Omar V all the way up top. There's a duck with a Sherlock Holmes hat and a pipe. That is Damien Ristori, it seems. Pixel and Plastic is just under that with Paul McCarthy. And then Alexi, which isn't actually Alexi. It's very California Red Devil, but he wanted to confuse everyone, and it's working. Who else we got? Cloud down there. You'll look at the Strawberry Duck Cloud in like the bottom of the sort of pack. You're slipping away, but it's fine. It's fine. You're waiting to make that late surge. Up at the top, Rush is the little alien duck. Right at the top there, slowly creeping up now. I'm a Viking duck, it seems, in the middle of the park. Last last minute now. I can see Lady Mac. I can see Greg Finstad, who Greg won a duck race and actually got the full 10 points last time. He is the purple duck this time round. Jay's Toy Collection UK is the COVID-ready duck with his surgical mask on. With your girl's got Legos as the mermaid duck right up top, racing now with Rush. And it seems to be Rich M down at the bottom, the pirate duck, creeping up at the bottom with Rush up top. And then Damien in the middle with Will now creeping in. They are holding the fort right up top. Justin Collects is down there with his little top hat on, trying to chase up. And then the pack is changing. Okay, so Damien's come out of a strong lead, but so has Rich M, and so has Rush with his bonus duck there. There's Omar V up top as well. And then they're dropping out the pack. Rush is holding strong, but Rush has dropped back. And Cedric, who did jump in with that late super track, was holding strong. But the Fossil, and then Alexi and Greg Finstad, I think, right, you've qualified, right. Congratulations. Remember, that was just for qualification. Right, how many guests have I got? I've got 6, haven't I? Right, there you go. Back to that screen. Right, there we go. Right, there you go. That was for qualification.
Qualified as well.
Did you qualify? Okay, that's important.
I think so.
Okay, let's have a look here. Right, make sure I don't refresh the screen. I panic when I do. Right, let me just copy these names first and foremost before I accidentally refresh anything. Right, copy. I'm just going to put these on my little notice board first, on my little notepad here. Interesting. Let's have a little look. Oh, I think he did, I think you're in there. Jamie. I think you're in there. Could be your lucky day. Right, in first place, it was the Fossil, as we know. Second place, last week's winner was Greg Finstad. Underneath that, it's Alexi. But no, not the Alexi on screen. It's actually California Red Devil Alexi. It's very confusing. Under that, we've got Lucifer. Then we've got Cedric, who did throw in a bonus duck there at the end, and it's paid off. The super chat paid off. He is in. He is qualified for the points race. And then Jamie, the current duck racing champion, he's qualified. He's in there with a chance for some more points today. So is Mr. Mark Tac. You made it, my friend. Very happy about that. Then we got Vanessa under there as well. And then in 9th place is...
What's your last name, Dan? What's Vanessa's last name?
I'm not even going to attempt that. Do you want to read it for me? Demo... I can't read that. What is it?
That just started in Greek town.
Yeah, sorry. I can't even read English, let alone other languages. But there you go. Right, let me scroll right to the bottom. Right to the bottom. Justin Collects is in there. He made it. He's the wild card in 50th place. Justin, you're in. I'm copying.
Oh, came in 49th.
So close. But you've seen your double duck there, so I did give you the little bonus there. Right, okay. Let me add Justin. All right, so Justin, Christopher Allen, Vanessa, Mark Tac, Jamie, Cedric, Lucifer, Alexi, which is really California Red Devil in disguise, Greg Finstad, who won last week's duck race, and the Fossil. Could Greg Finstad go and win 2 races in a row and go straight up there to compete with California Red Devil and Shelly? Shelly is not in there. So California Red Devil, if he gets some points today, he could take out Shelly. Okay, so there's the points, remember. So California Red Devil just needs to land from 1st to 5th place, and he could get some points. But Shelly is going to want California Red Devil to finish 10th, so he gets minus points. So Shelly could actually still end this stream being the outright leader, even though she's not in the race. That is the added bit of danger we've got with the duck race today, all right? I know, it's exciting times. I know, everyone's actually so excited right now. Right, where's there it is. One more time. There you go. So Shelly, you see, she's not in the race for points, but California Red Devil is. He could go down to 17 points, which would make Shelly the outright leader if he finishes dead last. But Jamie, who's down here, he's in the race. Mark, you're in the race as well. You're also got the same amount of points as Jamie. So both of you could get a win today and take you straight up to be joint with Dom and Instadan, all right, who are not in the race today. But Justin Collects is Justin Collects wins, he will be the outright leader of the duck race. Here we are in season 2. I know, people, exciting times. Only place on YouTube you'll find this nonsense. But right, let me actually, I'll go back to us for a second while I sort this out. Exciting times. Everyone's faces on screen now is full of excitement. They can't believe it. Right, clearing the board. Right, so 1 minute race this time round. Going back to names, clearing the board, and adding these 10 names. Alexi, as the super producer and as being a duck named after you, I want a number from 1 to 3 again, please.
This time, let's do 3.
Cool. Right, going to the board. Right, it's a minute race this time for points. 1 shuffle, 2 shuffle, 3 shuffles. Good luck to the people that are in it. And one more time. The Fossil, Greg Finstad, Alexi, Really California Red Devil, Lucifer, Cedric, Jamie, Mark Tac, Vanessa, Christopher Allen, and Justin Collects. Good luck to you all. 1 minute race, and they're off. Now, what you want to avoid here, Jamie, is finishing last. I think anywhere else you're good. You're fine. You live to fight another day, but you don't want to be losing points at this stage in the game. Alexi's down there with his authority police hat on. California Red Devil. He wants a win. He would be the outright leader.
I thought that was a stripper hat.
Could be. Could be. So remember, Justin Collects is another person who could end this stream being the outright leader out of the duck race if he gets a win. So anything could happen. There's so many different situations that could end up with today, but we shall find out. 20 seconds left. Justin Collects is in the lead right now. But we know what those ducks, they get tired towards the end. So probably want to conserve your energy there, Justin. But the Fossil's out there holding strong. So's Jamie, so's Greg. But someone might be making a late surge. Could that be Mark Tac, who's coming out with his
Let's hope so.
with his space helmet on? But there's Lucifer
Got the
as
face
well.
cream.
Lucifer is coming out as well. It looks like Lucifer's going to take this just out of nowhere, casually. Lucifer gets
Mark
the
was
point.
second?
But I think Mark was second, yeah. So Mark, that's some good points for you there. Okay.
Oh my God, yeah.
Second place. That's Mark Tac with 6 points. So 10 points, 6 points, 4 points for the Fossil, 3 points for Greg Finstad, and then just a point for Jamie. That's fine, Jamie. Still another point on the board.
Better than minus points. I'm happy with that.
Okay, so
Well,
California Red Devil was 6, so no points for California Red Devil, but that's fine. He's still up there with 20 points. I can't see. I'm worried for Justin Collects here. Let me scroll down a little bit. Christopher Allen in 8th.
oh no.
In 9th, Justin Collects.
Cedric.
And then it's Cedric. Oh, no. So he threw in a super chat at the very end, just before we raced, to get in there because he needed some more points. And that super chat may have actually not just cost his wallet. Not just cost his wallet. It's also costing some points. Cedric is now minus 3 points. It's a dangerous game, Season 2, people. What can I say? It's a dangerous game. The excitement levels have went up for Season 2. But congratulations to the people that have got some points on the board. I don't think it has affected the leaderboard today, but it does get Mark a little bit closer. It makes Mark's now ahead of Jamie, for example. But Greg Finstad gets another point on the board too, so Greg's getting a little bit closer as well. So I'm just going to copy and paste these results and make sure I keep updating the leaderboard. But there you go. That is the duck race for this week. Congratulations and commiserations to Cedric. All hail Lucifer, yes. Who Lucifer? Lucifer's not a name I recognise in the chat, but Lucifer, yes, you actually won. You get 10 points on our duck race leaderboard. Hopefully you continue to come back and actually see your duck thrive. But 10 points is a good start. There you go, Lucifer. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the nonsense. I don't know how else to explain it other than nonsense, but congratulations to you. And thank you very much to my guest today. A nice, quiet Legend of Liquor today. A Legend of Liquor that didn't go over 4 hours. I'm not giving myself the afternoon off. I'm very look at the smile on my face. Very happy. But I've got to stay up late anyway because I'm going to be streaming again, or maybe a guest on someone else's stream at midnight tonight. All right. So you'll have to find out who else is streaming.
Do we have to just go across all of YouTube to find out?
I'm sure it's not that hard. Someone's having an anniversary party later on YouTube. I may be making an appearance, but you never heard it from me here. Right, Mark Tac, where can the good people find you online?
Well, Dan, you can find me on Instagram, Tac Customs, on YouTube, Tac Toys with Film, and of course, Joe's and Juice with Dan and yourself, talking all the latest G.I. Joe Classified, Action Force Valorverse, and anything else. So yeah, those are the places you can find me.
There you go, with Tom too, of course. And I'll put the links in the description. Go and subscribe to Mark on the way to 1K. Your boys got toys. Are you going to do those reviews this week? Is the channel going to get kicked off in the new house?
I don't know if I'm going to do the reviews.
You get one view of Tom at least. Tom's there. He gets ready to go.
Yeah. This is probably the last time I'll do a side-by-side stream next to Megaphone over here. But maybe I'll get to the reviews. If anything, I'll do like a reel or something.
There you go. A reel would be good.
My thing with the reviews is the sound. I have like a trash microphone. I don't have anything like... So, I don't know. Rich M, if you can ship me a microphone, that'd be great. A couple figures too, whatever you want.
Just fill the box. Pack the box out.
Yeah. Pack the box up, save on shipping.
The microphone I use for my reviews is just a lavalier mic, I think they're called, like a £20 or £15 off Amazon. It's not Not all that, honestly.
That's a heavy mic, Dan. You got to get something lighter.
Honestly, this one is a bit more pricey, but this is that's what I use for music. But my one for reviews is not an expensive mic at all. Honestly, they're not bad. They're not that. They're accessible, is all I'm saying. But I think a reel would be good to see from your Boy Scott Toys. That's all. Jamie, what about yourself?
At JMG Toys on Instagram. I'm right here every 2 weeks.
You made it. I thought this was going to be the week, Jamie. I thought you were going to be with Tanner and Jay at AEW, but you made it.
I could not see you lovely people, could I?
That's the real reason, isn't it? It's not that you brought all these Cosmic Legions. It's just you couldn't bear to leave us. And you got some points on the board as well. You got an extra point for the duck board, so it was worth it. That point was worth the AEW miss, unfortunately. But good to have you here with the crown on. It would be weird not seeing you. Rush, what about yourself?
Instagram, collecting_rush.
Nice and simple. Links in the description as always. Tom?
Instagram at Mini Plastic Multiverse and One Joe's and Juice, hopefully after Pulse comes.
Absolutely, yes.
With you and Mark.
I absolutely will be looking forward to that for sure. When I get back from holiday, but that's only a few days after, so it should be fine. Yeah. You're not promoting threads anymore? You were like the last one standing. No,
I'm not even promoting Twitter anymore because I don't know what to call it.
Yes, X, I suppose, but I still call it Twitter. I get when I do my outro on my videos, I'm still going X, Twitter, whatever. I don't care. But yes, all over the place. Links in the description to the Instagrams as always. And last but definitely not least, Cloud.
I am on Instagram at Cloud_network, where I will continue trying to enable people like Michael bring toys to work. Join the Legions train, and I am usually here on Legends and Liquor.
Beautiful t-shirt. What can I say? Yeah, always fun. Nice to have a nice little quieter Legends and Liquor today. Usually I'd be like setting myself up for group 2. I'm so happy. I love you all, but I'm so happy. I'm going to chill now for a little bit. Right, thank you very much everyone on the chat as well. Thank you to everyone getting involved in the Duck Race. Again, we will be back in 2 weeks' time, which will be the 10th of September. And that might be the only Legend of Liquor in September because I go on holiday.
24.
Because I go on holiday. And it's my first holiday in like 5 years, and I've never missed a show. Usually I rearrange, and I can't take my Streamlabs setup to Crete. I'm going Crete, an island off the coast of Greece over in Europe. I don't know how good that Wi-Fi connection
Legends
is.
and Liquor beachside.
Yeah, I'd do it. No, trust me, I'd do it. I would do it, but Amanda would not be happy with that at all. But
live from Lesbos?
Maybe I can sneak my laptop. Maybe I could try something. Maybe. I'll see what I can do. Anyway, we'll deal with that when we get there. But until then, thank you very much, everyone in the chat. We need a word of the day. Alexi, give them a word of the day. You're the super producer.
Let's do Lesbos.
Lesbos, cool. There you go. That's the word of the day. If you were really watching until the very, very end of the stream,
it's an island, okay?
You will write that. In the description.
I thought you were talking about me and my wife. I'm sorry.
You will write it in the comments. Write it in the comments, and we will see you on the next one. I will play the intro to see us out. All right. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.